I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Die Hard Eru in the house. Got some Knicks basketball tonight, man. We are playing the Celtics again. I feel like we played the Celtics so much like the beginning of the year, man. But you know, it should be a good matchup. We're gonna be playing some young guys today in the starting lineup, so that's gonna be something to look forward to. So I'm trying to start off right now. I just shaved my face, I shaved my head just now. I rubbed the wet wipe up my ass one time. Just came in from work, so I'm starting the podcast right now, getting right into it. Let's get this other screen up here with the actual game score up here. So an interesting thing, and let me see if I can get this up real quick before the game starts. I see Marv Albert's brother. I can never get his name. You got Mr. I wish I was a Knick, Wally Zerbiak there. Let me see if I can get this up here. The starting lineup today. Porzingis. They're talking about Porzingis. I don't know if he's going to play, but I don't think Porzingis played the last game. We'll have to see about that. Let me try to do this thing real quick before the game starts. Couple things, man. On the way here, man, I just want to say fuck you to that lady that was on Queens Boulevard. I want to say that was like somewhere around Woodside area over there, man. You freaking jackass. She stopped in the middle of the freaking intersection. So I'm thinking like she's trying to let me go through. So as soon as she stops, I said, okay, I'm going to go. And as soon as I go halfway, she speeds and almost hits me. I had to dive to the right to avoid her, man. So I just want to say fuck her and her whole family that's in that damn car that, just now. Freaking jackass. People out here, they're afraid of COVID and stuff like that. So I feel like there's a lot of new drivers out there. So excuse my language if you don't enjoy that. But I'm just tired of people sometimes. I'm tired of a lot of people, man. I don't really want to use this pod to vent, but there's quite a few things I would like to vent about out there. For one thing, doing this podcast, I've been taking time off because, just got a lot on my plate. I'm as you guys know, I'm running the New York City Marathon, so I've been having a hard time trying to train, getting hurt a lot and stuff like that. So it's been a roller coaster ride for me. This entire year, but for the most part, even last season, it was kind of hard to get myself together. But here it goes. Here I was looking at Instagram. I went on Twitter just now. But this is the starting lineup here. You got McBride, who I do not believe in as a point guard. He can't go left or right. But if you're gonna play a point guard like McBride, you got to have somebody like Dante DiVincenzo that can still dribble and contribute to the point guard duties as well. DiVincenzo can shoot, man. He can score. He can play defense. He can get into the passing lanes and stuff. So everyone that keeps saying that we got to 5 minutes for McBride, I think it's bullshit because DiVincenzo basically takes that away from McBride. Any minutes that McBride will bring defensively, I think Dante DiVincenzo is going to bring that. So I think that's a plus there. Grimes right now in the small forward spot is very interesting because we talked about that on Steph's show. We talked about that on basically on every MBK show. because we're all on the shows. We're all giving the same opinions on each show. But Grimes, playing small forward is something that we're interested in because number one is it'll keep the defense high and it'll speed the game up a little bit. Hopefully, get the ball out of Julius Randle's hand, and allow him to maybe have more passing people to pass to that can create and shoot also. So that's interesting too to have Dante DiVincenzo starting at the two, Grimes at the three. Of course, you're gonna have Brunson at the point guard spot. Julius and Mitchell Robinson. Now, RJ is the one that's out of that lineup, according to NBK. So I mean, RJ coming off the bench would be a good thing, because it just gives a different look. Because I think we all agree now, man. Julius and RJ are kind of similar. So I don't know if it would be good to get up off of that similarity and try to find a different way to play. Get another wing in here that could play better defense, or do something a little bit better than RJ. But it's hard to fight against RJ because RJ last year was almost a 20-point a game scorer. He's probably going to be close to that again this year. So it's kind of hard to get rid of a utility kind of guy. Like a almost player like RJ. He's going to contribute. So who's going to bring the points if we was to trade RJ? So that's the big issue there. So we talked about that on Steph's show, and like I said, we talked about it on Tony's show too. Same type of thing. Where if we make one move, we're gonna have to make the next move, no matter whether it's a big move first and then a little move after, or a little move first and then a big move after that. So that's my thought process on that. But another thing too, I just want to throw out there. I'm gonna devote probably another pod to this if I get the chance. That's why I'm kind of so anxious to get it out the way. Is that these guys out here, before I started the podcast in 2018, according to the jersey up there. 2017, 16 is when this whole internet podcasting thing started. So Sim was the first one that I saw, as far as doing it in a big way on YouTube. And he's the father for a reason. He gave birth to a lot of podcasts out there. I can, some of us too have been copied too, but copy it in such a way that the community is growing, putting out a lot of good content. So I appreciate that. But there's quite a few people out there that are just caricatures of themselves. They're becoming worse than the assholes that we're trying to create content to get people away from. So guys are becoming like Marvel superheroes and supervillains out there. So, and I'm not talking about Twitter because I know I'm always ragging on the guys on Twitter, but the guys on Twitter at least have a community where shout out to Papa Left. Papa Left has some of the guys from Nick Twitter at his wedding, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other guys too are starting to make connections in real life. So those are real connections that are happening over there on Twitter. I'm talking about just characters, people just that are recreating stuff that we were trying to get away from. So that just irks me. And it messes up my soul. So that also keeps me away from podcasting too. So that's one thing that's been keeping me away. Just being transparent for people that are wondering why I haven't been coming on like I used to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, family stuff. The kids are always sick this year. It's been crazy. Up until recently too, man. A couple other things too. Just in my own personal headspace. I got my little baby cousin that I call the young stunner. I haven't seen him in a while. But I know he's doing his thing down in Virginia. Freaking got a severe head injury. So I'm gonna see if I can pull that up as the time goes on here. He had a severe head injury. So, I mean, the guy is basically, he doesn't look good, man. So I don't want to talk or say something that I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But, that's just rough. Then also, too, you got guys in my job that are passing away as soon as they retire. So that kind of fucks with me too a little bit. Because retirement for me is not for 11 years. But we already got, since 2018, I've already got 5 years. Next year will be 6 years doing this podcast stuff. Whether it was on my channel or whether it was me doing audio podcasts when I originally started, so time goes by. 6 years, it went by so fast. With this guy, Simeon Russell's been doing it for 8, going on 10 years. If you want to count the blogging and stuff that he was doing. So I mean, time flies, man. Before you know it, another 10 years would be here, and then it just kind of a lot of stuff going on here, man. So. One thing that the reason why I started this pod too is just to get me away from reality, get to become, talk about the Knicks the way that I want to talk about the Knicks, and and just give somebody else something to look at. So, especially when I first started on, people used to come, New York is behind me with the sirens and stuff. So God bless. Hopefully that no one's in super danger. You know, but we got a New York coming behind me. It's loud in my ears. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Yeah, man. But there's a lot of people going through things, so they're looking for stuff to watch. So a lot of people, were in my DMs and just let me know, they came across my pod, and it's something that they were able to get through things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that I could still be that for some people. I know a lot of content creators out there are that for me, and for during different hard times and stuff, man. But just want to throw that stuff out there, while before we go live here. Just important stuff. I like to talk about real stuff on this channel. I like to talk about basketball stuff too, but it's all related. Whatever bad stuff or confusing stuff or trying stuff happening in your life, you can always rely on the Knicks, to entertain you and stuff like that. So, shout out to Frank Asshola. I wanted to devote a pod to him, because he's the first person that I blocked when I started my Twitter account with Die Hard Knicks podcast. He's the first one because he made a living off of trashing fans and stuff, trying to get Knicks for clicks and trying to get us pissed off and talking badly about us and pushing himself up as he pushes the Knicks fans down. So he came out there and said that believe me, Tom Thibodeau knows twice as much as any diehard Knicks fan out there. But my thing is, if you're gonna say that an NBA coach only knows twice as much as a regular diehard fan out there, then what are you really fucking saying? You know what I'm saying? So just stick that up your ass, Mr. Frank Isola. We got the Knicks and Celtics right now, about to get ready for the tip off. Let's get to some business here. Pop this on the screen so we can get this scoreboard going. I'm not sure if the game started already. I'm taking a look at it. It hasn't started yet officially. So far so good. Mitchell Robinson loses another tip, so he's been losing tips. Last year, he matter of fact, in the 6 years that he's been a Knick now, he's won the majority of them. But early on here, he's been missing. So here we go. Kristaps Porzingis on here with the Celtics starts off with a 3-point shot, but Mitchell Robinson is defending. If you guys remember, Mitchell Robinson was a 3-point shooter and blocking expert. You know what I'm saying? Guard all 5 positions and guard the perimeter. But Kristaps just he drills a 3-point shot right in his face. 7 for 4 Kristaps Porzingis. So the Knicks, on the other hand here, we are getting in the mix, trying to start our offense. There's a lot of stuff going on with the offense. I've noticed, man. There's a lot more ball movement, a lot more cutting. If you notice, a lot more, nice move by Miles McBride, but he did it right in front of a defender there. Here comes the Celtics, come in with a fast break 3-point shot, basically the same exact play that Kristaps made. They ended up getting a white, I believe, for the corner 3-point shot, basically in the same spot that Kristaps shot it. So that's the play for the Boston Celtics. They've been doing that for a while. Like I said, the Knicks here, we've been getting a lot of movement here. I noticed this year. So maybe Tom Thibodeau is starting to add to the playbook as Dante DiVincenzo hits the 3 at the top of the key. A lot of ball movement. What I noticed too, for some of the guys that are in the rotation, there's a lot of communication, a lot of pointing. You know what I'm saying? I want to say the pace is picked up. For those that want the pace to improve, the Knicks just did the same play that the Celtics did just now, where the Celtics got 2 corner threes. The Knicks basically ran down the court and spread out. It was kind of slow. For Miles McBride to be a point guard, he really does not understand the moment. He didn't understand that he was open in the corner. I don't know what he was thinking. Dante had to yell at him to tell him to get in the corner so he could hit the 3. Thank God he did hit it. So the Knicks are pushing here. Here goes Miles McBride in the Brunson spot, not able to score there. He goes Tatum. So they got their full squad out there tonight. You got Tatum out there. You got Porzingis, Tatum in the post. Nice spin move right over the smaller Grimes there. So for those that want to see how he could defend Grimes, it's a kind of a mouse in the house situation there. But they basically got their starting 5. You got Derek White. You got Holiday out there, Drew Holiday. You got Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and Kristaps, man. So, interesting group there. The Knicks have basically their second, some of their starters and basically some of their backup guys. So it's interesting. Like I said, I'm interested in seeing Dante DiVincenzo in a starting role. I like the fact that he's already taken on a leadership role already. As the Knicks get a steal, Mitchell Robinson, top of the key, giving the ball to, the animal, number 45 for the nice dunk there. So Tom Thibodeau's been using the centers at the top of the key, guarding a lot. Also ball handling a lot. So I think that's interesting too. I don't know if there's something that they're just trying to figure things out at the moment. But that's what we've been doing, and I don't know if I like that or appreciate that or what, man. But it is what it is with that. So the Knicks came down again with the big man making too many plays here. Ends up in a fast break opportunity with Derek White and all the way into the paint, but being guarded by the animal number 45 there. Get some of these stats up here. Got to get some players in my some names in my face here so I can stop calling guys by their number. Got Jericho Sims. I couldn't get his name out, but it looks like the Knicks are calling a timeout. Knicks are calling a timeout now. Tom Thibodeau is going to yell at certain guys. He loves yelling at guys. I'm not really a fan of that particular style of coaching, but it is what it is there. But as you can see, Jericho Sims was able to get up the court there. One thing the Knicks do have is a lot of athleticism, man. Jericho Sims for him being a step slow a lot of times in different plays and not being communicated and that type of thing, he's still able to get up and down the court pretty fast. Mitch Robinson's right there with him. Mitch Robinson showed an ability to dribble with his head up, to be able to get the ball to Jericho Sims. So it is what it is, man. So anyway, we got a timeout going here, man. So I'm gonna say what's up to I see De La Music. He was the first one to say something here, so I'm just gonna put that up here while I'm talking here. I went on a little rant in the beginning, man. I just wanted to get it off my chest. A bunch of bullshit, that rumbles in my head. I need to get it out. I haven't came online in a while to talk to you guys, man. So I just need to get it out one good time before the pod started. So we got De La Music. What's up, man? Back on the Knicks grind. We got to watch a game, Westbury and yeah, man. I haven't been in that area in a while over there, and by Church Avenue, stuff like that. But we got to do it, man. You brought that up, the Westbury Inn, so we got to figure that out at some point. Hopefully before the snow season kicks in. That'd be great to do. Shout out to Nick Yak here. What's good? Yeah, Nick Yak, watch out for Mitch to have a big game against the Boston Celtics. We'll see. Kristaps against Mitch Robinson, also with Jericho Sims there too. There's a physicality difference there. But the NBA doesn't seem to care too much about physicality anymore. It's more about effort and being able to get to the spot before the next person. So we'll see how that works, man. I'm not a fan of it. I got to see the muscle out there. I got to see big man play. I'm tired of all the soft basketball, man. Not that I'm an old dude or whatever, but it's just that there needs to be a physicality to the NBA game again, man. We can't just be in awe of guys like Giannis when there's more to having an inside game than just being super athletic, powerful, and just powering into the lane uncontrollably. There's a skill to that, And here we go with MSG Go here. MSG Plus is messing me up again. So I'm gonna pull out a different device here. I'm gonna see if I can get my wife to bring this in for me. I'm gonna bring another device in here, see if that's gonna help me out. So let me put out the word here so she can bring it in to me. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. All right, so I put it out there. Hopefully she brings it to me. But yeah, man, watch out for, I'm with that. Shout out to De La. He says, that's why I tell people to make sure that you make a life outside the job. Family is important. I appreciate what you do, this community, but take care of yourself before me. Yeah, absolutely. You got to figure it out. I don't chastise people for being drinkers or smokers or people that like to indulge in drugs or anything that you can imagine, man. This life is hard enough for me to judge another person how they decide to cope about things. Everybody has their way of coping. I eliminated liquor from my equation, just to avoid, those what do you call it? Those demons. I kind of don't want those drinking demons in my system anymore. So I gave up drinking. I gave up meat a long time ago for various reasons. But there's certain things that I put in place to keep my spirit alive. You know what I'm saying? Just a growing thing with life here. Yeah, so my wife is coming in here with my tablet, hopefully. I am live, just reminding you. You got it? Thank you, sweetheart. All right, so I got my little tablet here, and so I'm going to rock with my tablet to see if this helps out with the game a little bit better. So we got Grimes. Looking at Grimes here. Grimes is looking to see if he can get things going there. Dante DiVincenzo made a nice three-point shot, fake pass, I believe, and got right to Mitchell Robinson, who's standing right underneath the rim for the dunk. A lot of people say that we can't live without Mitchell Robinson, but I mean, if we was to get a different player here, then the style of play would change a little bit. Look at the Celtics; they went and got Kristaps. That changes things for them. As Grimes knocks down the transition 3-point shot, with the stuff that Grimes does out there with the shooting, man, is so necessary. We definitely need that from him. So the Celtics here, of course, they got Kristaps here for a reason. They want to shoot threes also. So he's just gonna be a more part of what they've been doing. So that's why I'm not really too afraid of it. Dante DiVincenzo attacking the rim there. So that's what Dante DiVincenzo brings there. He made a nice hard drive to the basket, got the ball up on the rim, and let Mitchell Robinson do his thing. That's something that I've been harping on as soon as Mitchell Robinson's been here, is that we shouldn't be looking to get Mitchell Robinson alley-oops and that type of thing, or get him 3-point shots, man. We should be getting the ball on the rim and let that offensive rebounding juggernaut do his thing. Let him be him. You know what I'm saying? So give me a second, guys, with this game here. I'm gonna wait till there's a break in the game. We got a score by the Boston Celtics here. So Jericho Sims with the rebound, giving it to McBride. McBride's taking his time, trying to direct traffic, push Jericho Sims out the way. Takes a screen from Mitch, gives it to Dante in the corner. Dante makes a move, gets double teamed. He's gonna kick it out probably to Deuce. Nope, steal. Dante's not afraid to dive on that ball, so he dives on the ball too. They're gonna call out of bounds. Fucking bullshit call there. But they call out of bounds. So let me exit out of here. That way I'll be able to log into two places at the same time. So let's see if this works here. I'm gonna use my tablet here. I know you guys saw my tablet. My tablet that I'm using right now is actually the tablet that I was using to go live like 2 years ago. So that's interesting. Then now I'm using it as a secondary device. So I got it going on here, man, on my tab. So the tab seems to be working pretty good. Jericho Sims learned a little trick there. He came around the screen for Bowser, I believe, that was guarding on number 30, and he pulled up right away to call as a foul. So I'm not sure if they called a foul, but it looks like the Knicks called a timeout. So it's 21-18. The Knicks with a mix of maybe like injury replacement starters, if you want to call Jericho Sims that, and Dante DiVincenzo and Miles that. If anybody got hurt, this is like a probable starting lineup against a lineup that's that will open for the Celtics on day one. So far so good with the tablet. Seems like the tablet's working good. So I'm gonna have an extra screen here. So let me I might have to. I'll leave it like this. Yeah, man. So protect your spirit out there, guys, man. Do what you need to do. Like, listen, don't let people like tell you can't do something or make you feel guilty for doing something because you need it to get by. I don't care what it is. I'm not judging anybody for what they do in their private life. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're not hurting anybody and you keep it private to yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're not hurting anybody. Do what you got to do to get through this life, man. You know what I'm saying? So protect your spirit at all times. So I'm ahead of me on the stream. Your stream is there's something going on with the streams here. So once again, for those that are using MSG Plus, if you're going to use it on your computer, shame on MSG. Like for people that are subscribing to it, because if I was subscribing to this thing and paying monthly to the subscription service, and I go on the website and it doesn't work, I would be fucking pissed. You know what I'm saying? Paying all that money because it's a lot. It's a lot of bread that they're charging for the MSG Plus if you don't have a cable provider. You know what I'm saying? If you're subscribing directly to it, it's kind of expensive for it not to be working on a browser. It's ridiculous, man. So tablet's working fine here, man. So good stuff there with that. So it works good on the mobile devices, but shout out to I am Jarrell. I got Mr. Jacket. How many times are we gonna play? I'm telling you, I'm sick and tired of looking at these motherfuckers. We played them twice in the preseason. Usually we play the Wizards a lot in preseason and stuff, but this time I think we played. Did we play the Wizards next? Well, anyway, we played the Celtics twice, and then we played the Celtics on opening night, and I think we played them again a couple times in the beginning of the season, starting off. So that shit sucks, man. I'm tired of looking at that damn Celtics jersey, man. I'm also tired of looking at this team. We played them so much early on now that I feel like the Knicks should be experts on what they do. Like that 3-point transition game that they like to do, we should be able to lock that down. But for some reason, the Knicks allow these guys to stretch out and do these things to us, man. It drives me crazy. So anyway, you got Drew Holiday talking to Dante DiVincenzo. Shout out to Dante, but Dante won the championship with the Bucks, bro. Let's not forget about that. When the Bucks won the championship, Dante DiVincenzo was on the team. So Dante has a ring for the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? A talent guy like that didn't really contribute too much to that team. Look at Miles McBride. Miles McBride was able to hit the jump shot, but the play was broken because of his inability to be creative out there. So we got Drew Holiday being guarded by Dante right now. We got Miles McBride switched over. Oh, big time steal by Grimes. So this is what we're bringing here. Dante with Grimes and also, oh man, Dante put a little English on there. So we got Horford in a fight for the loose ball, was able to knock the ball out of Dante DiVincenzo's hands there. So for out of bounds on Dante. But Dante had to improvise there, put a little English on there, and the ball went in and out. But it was a big time play, man. I like what I see with that. As far as Grimes and Dante and you got IQ in the mix too. Also Brunson and a lot of steals, man. Just a lot of steals by a lot of our players. Even RG gets in the mix there, passing lanes. So that seems like that might be something that's different compared to last year. Just to being able to attack on the perimeter, for the steals and stuff. We have a lot of guys that play great defense there. Shout out to Jericho Sims, able to get that ball out there with a nice block shot. So I like it, man. I like our ability to get into the spot, even for block shots too. Stretch out, make hard shots with our arms extended. Here goes Horford with a in between jump shot right in Jericho Sims' face there. He tried on defense. Here goes Miles McBride, Mitchell Robinson, and Jericho Sims up top taking the screen. Miles McBride is just shooting, man. So Miles McBride thinks that he's Brunson tonight. So that drives me crazy. I really, for everything that Deuce does good on defense, his offense is atrocious, bro. He's a 3-and-D guy. He should not be allowed to create offense. Same thing here with this transition 3-point shot in the corner. How many times are the Knicks going to get killed by this shot? How many times are we going to get killed by this shot? I want to say that happened 3 to 4 times already in this game. Come on, that attribute to 9 points there. So it goes down to DiVincenzo with a nice trigger finger there. Shoots right over the top of Jaylen Brown, I believe. So I like what Dante brings defensively. I like what he brings leadership wise. I like what he brings shooting the ball. So definitely a good player here. So far so good here with this look. Like if you take Miles McBride out, you put Brunson here, I think it would look a little bit different. Dante a little bit too trusting of Jericho Sims there, because Jericho Sims was open, but he decided to grab the guy to go for the rebound. Didn't realize that the pass was coming. Jericho Sims has a problem not paying attention, man. So I know that pisses off a lot of people. The last game, I didn't do a live for the last game, but I just remember RJ getting pissed off that after he made a pass to Jericho, the Jericho wasn't paying attention. So that happens a lot, man, with Jericho. So it sucks. It goes Kristaps, just pulls up half right at the foul line extended, knocks that down. It goes Miles McBride going against Drew Holiday, not taking a screen, not doing nothing, gives the outside 3-point shot to Grimes. Jericho Sims with a nice rebound. Grimes was wide open for the layup, but decided to kick it out to the center, which is bugged out. So here comes Grimes with a corner 3-point shot. He misses that. Grimes, for people like the fact that he shoots it right away. That he's trying to become, people want him to be that Allen Houston threat, but I don't think he has that. He jumps up high and he does this, and he kind of just like when he shoots it, he gets there at the peak of the jump shot, very tall, very long, but he's more so focused on snapping his elbow and crunching his wrist than actually making the shot. You know what I'm trying to say? It's too much intangible parts there that makes that 3-point shot not reliable. So there goes Grimes again, goes against 3 guys, doing his Brunson impersonation. So right now on the box score, you're going to see a lot of points for Miles McBride, but is that necessarily what we need from this kid? As Tatum just pulls up again, I believe right in front of Grimes, right? Did he shoot that over Grimes or Sims? I'm not sure. So here we go, Bride. Here, Bride, he just took a screen. He goes dribbling, gives it to Grimes again. Grimes just pulls up and falls to the ground. Just no reason to do it. He had somebody right at his feet. There was no reason for him to pull up for that three. And goes Horford. He just made a couple clutch jump shots and then just blows a bunny right there. So here goes Miles. Took too long to give it to Grimes. Grimes kicks it out to Deshaun Stevenson. Excuse me. Why am I saying Deshaun Stevenson? Jawan Jeffries. Excuse me. And he made a nice little floater in the lane. I like this guy, Jaquan Jeffries. I like him a lot. He goes getting the hand extended out there on defense, kicks it out to get the rebound. Jericho Sims kicks it out to Miles McBride. Miles McBride is taking the screen from Jericho Sims there. It comes on the inside, and he's just looking to score every single time. This kid is looking to score every single time. I don't like it. This is not, we don't need that from him. We need something else. He just made that. I would like him to make that pass to Jericho there. But he decided to take a heavily contested shot. He got fouled, yes, but it wasn't the right play for the point guard to make that. He should have gave it to Jericho and let Jericho hit that mid-range jump shot. That would have been my preference there. But here we go on the line here. He makes the first free throw. So don't get me wrong. Yeah, Miles McBride is going to be something good to put out there on the court. Like if we have an injury, you know what I'm saying? So if Brunson gets hurt, God forbid, then we can have Miles McBride that can come in off the bench, because more than likely IQ will be upgraded to the starting point guard spot, I would think. You know what I'm saying? That Miles McBride will be upgraded to the backup point guard spot. It is what it is with that. But I definitely don't want to see this kid involved in anything important for us right at this moment. He thinks he's Brunson, and here goes another 3-point shot by Tatum. He misses that. Fournier with the rebound. So I like Fournier's ability to get the rebound and come up the court and create offense there. He comes across the screen, gets double teamed because he can shoot the three. Back to Hartenstein. Hartenstein tried to jam a pass to Jericho Sims. Was not the right move. Good defense there by McBride to stop the layup there, but he was fouled. Let's get back into these comments here. Shout out to De La here. De La, RJ in the house. He's just talking to everybody. Yeah. Just hit him up. He says Grimes can put the ball on the floor. Yes, he can. He's so quick with that first step, but he falls in love with that 3-point shot. I get it. They need him to hit the 3-point shot, but when the guy is taking your legs out, you have to read the room. Fake the shot and drive. He has the beautiful first step, so you got to take advantage of that, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wish that Grimes would do. Once again, shout out to the tablet. Tablet is working on wonders here. So I might have to switch up my setup here, just to make room for this tablet. Here goes number 11 there. Hits a wide open 3-point shot. So the Celtics love that transition 3-point shot in the corner. So the Knicks have been getting killed. How many transition 3-point shots are we going to get in that damn corner, man? Here goes Hartenstein working 2-man game here with Miles McBride here. Surprise, surprise. So he does kick it out to Jeffries. Gives it over to Fournier. Shot clock is going down. He got 7-8. Fournier's creating. Able to get into the paint and create a foul. So that's one thing with Fournier. Fournier's doesn't have like the an and one style handle, but he does have the ability to get in that paint and create. You know what I'm saying? He did get the foul there. I think it's a foul on the floor, but foul nonetheless. Still able to create offense and get into the paint. That's what guards are supposed to do. Now, shout out to Miles McBride, man. Miles McBride is just kind of forcing things. Not really doing anything in the way guards do. He's just kind of just forcing stuff. So just if Fournier could play better defense, then it would make everyone feel so much better. But Miles McBride plays the better defense, so nobody's ever going to pick Fournier over him. But like I said, offensively, this guy, he can at least do guard things. He misses the free throw there, right on cue, right? Gives it over to Hartenstein, back to Daquan Jeffries to shoot the 3-point shot. Jericho Sims in there jumping for rebounds with one hand, smacking him in the air. Got to get him with 2 hands. Here go Tatum, lulling him to sleep, pulling right over the top for the 3-point shot. How many times has he done that in this game so far? There's certain things, man. There's certain things that should be on the scouting report. Don't let Tatum lull you to sleep and pull up over the top of you. He's going to do that every single time. He goes Fournier at the top, looking to get Hartenstein involved. 2-man game comes across the screen. Fournier all the way to the basket, gives it to Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims blows the little push shot. So Jericho Sims is getting a lot of opportunity to show, man, but he's just not getting there, man. He's just not getting there. Here comes Brosero, whatever his name is, number 11. High arcing 3-point shot. He misses that. Jericho Sims is able to get to that rebound. But it's the end of the first quarter. 41-30. So this is to be expected. Like I said, we got Miles McBride playing point guard tonight. Jericho Sims playing power forward. So there's a little miscommunication going on there. Grimes, just still trying to figure out how to get involved in the offense there. Still trying to falling in love with that 3-point shot, kind of like it's like a crutch for him a little bit. He's got to figure out that he got that first step. The Knicks was able to get out and transition on defense with some steals early in the first quarter. So I think that's going to be something that we're going to be doing a lot. I enjoy what I see from Dante DiVincenzo in that first quarter. Some good stuff to talk about here as far as Knicks is concerned here. But, like you said, Julius is not playing. Brunson's not playing. I guarantee with the next game, which is going to be tomorrow, it's our last preseason game. The Knicks are going to have the full squad out there, the full 9-man rotation. And we'll just go from there and see how things work with that last tune-up game. De La's hanging out with me today, baby. Back on the grind. Watch. We got to catch up with what's going on here. So I missed something here. Yeah, let me get down to where I was here. For some reason, I lost track of where you guys were. I think I saw Hit 'em Up. So we get down here. So Hit 'em Up is talking about Cat. Everyone's sleeping on Cat. There's a lot of cats. People out there that's sleeping on. You know what I'm saying. Without turning this into a R-rated show, but Cat is good. Cat is a good player. Offensively, he'll make the Knicks so much better. It really depends on what we give up. If we give up RJ, Cat is going to replace the points that RJ would give up. He'll be a lot more efficient, I tell you that, because Cat is probably one of the best 3-point shooting big men of all time. You know what I'm saying? You hate to say it, but if you look at the stats, Cat is definitely right up there with some of the greatest 3-point shooting bigs that ever played the game. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he's right there up there. So just think about it like that. He's going to bring that type of game there. So if we give up RJ, but we get Cat, we definitely it's going to be an upgrade there. Somebody's going to have to fill in that spot as the 3-and-D defensive specialist at the 3 spot. What is that guy Grimes? Is that Grimes? If we make a trade for Cat, do we keep Fournier in the mix there? Do we not trade Fournier and use Fournier off the bench? It's a lot of little things that we could talk about here. Oh my God, Ryan Archinato's out there. Ryan Archinato's doing his Bob Cousy impersonation there. A lot of crossing over for no reason. Daquan Jeffries there gets into Fournier. Fournier coming right across the screen, right into the paint. Foul line extended, shoots a jump shot, misses that. But look at Fournier. Look what Fournier can create there. That's a good-looking shot. He just didn't make it. Knicks did a good job of stopping the ball there. 3-point shot still gets open. I don't know whose man that is. Didn't make the rotation there, but we got White here. White finally cut his hair. He looks good with a ball head. You got to know when to cut it off. I know when to cut mine off. I used to have dreads for 12 years. I finally cut my hair. Now I don't care about being bald, man, because I'm grown. It gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Look at my man here. Bang! Knock that shot down. Not to steal my man Breen's catchphrase. But we got number 25 there. We got Mr. Roby shooting threes. So Roby, I'd like to see what he's going to do there. Big opportunity for Roby to contribute at some point during this year. At this point, just skill-wise, Roby, I would like to see Roby ahead of Jericho Sims, even though Jericho Sims bring a lot of toughness but he just doesn't bring basketball IQ. Here goes Horton coming down the court there. A lot of dribbling being picked up by Ryan Archinato. Wow, Fournier just got blasted baseline, so that's why he's not there. He gets blasted baseline, so Archinato had to pick up his man, and then that caused the foul there. And big time blow by White against Fournier. Watch the replay. Just easily blew by him there. Ryan Archinato had to close off the lane, and White still scored it. I don't know if they're going to count that basket, but that's why Fournier's not playing. He got easily beat baseline there. He got caught with the fake 3, and then just got badly beat baseline. Caused this foul here. So it was Derek White with a shot at the foul line. Roby with the inbounds to Ryan. Ryan is running the point there, looking like Bob Cousy out there. Is that Bobby Hill? Not Bobby Hill. What's my man's name from Duke? So anyway, Knicks were able to get a score there. I believe that was Hartenstein. Here goes Tatum there. Tatum almost hit the transition three, but now we're going to post up Fournier. Fournier with good defense there, but they're going to call a foul. I just don't understand how to let the offensive player do all that banging and then call a foul on the defensive player. I never understood that. Bang, 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 bang with no moves. You know what I'm saying? So they shouldn't be awarded with a foul. He goes Horton, sealing off his man as you should, making a little pivot, making a read, dribbling, making the actual move, kicks it out to number 11 in the corner for three. Off the rim, no good. Hartenstein, outlet pass to Ryan Archinato. Ryan Archinato with his head up looking for Daquan Jeffries. Transition three, no good. Off the rim. Tatum comes down the court here. Fournier's backpedaling. Fournier's trying to let him to sleep. Crossover dribble, get into the foul line, all the way to the basket. Lays it right up on Hartenstein. So anyway, this guy, Ryan Archinato's running the offense. Kicks it out to Fournier. Fournier comes around on a Hartenstein screen. Floater there. He misses that. That was like a preseason floater. Here goes Hartenstein, letting everybody know how to do a push shot in the lane. Knocks that down with the left hand. Goes Derek White, kicks it out to Horford, and transition three-point shot in the corner, no good. Horford almost got his rebound. He does get his rebound. Daquan Jeffries and Ryan Archinato busy there trying to get the rebounds, and there goes another three-point shot from Tatum. So this is not a particular good defensive unit we got here. We got Roby here, what I'm not really too sure about. Ryan Archinato, we got Hartenstein, Fournier. Daquan Jeffries is trying, man, but he's trying and leaving guys open. So anyway, Knicks calling timeout. Score is going up the way that it should. Our best players are not there. Their best players are. So that's the reason why we're getting blown on right now. So I hope nobody's pissed off out there. If anybody's watching the game, hoping people are not pissed off watching us lose here. It's too early in the season right now. The season hasn't started for you to be getting pissed off about what you're seeing with the Knicks. This is just about us looking and seeing what works out there, as far as our players and stuff. Yeah, the cat is interesting, man. I should look at the didn't get to. Okay, you guys are having a little side up stuff. Been to a few meetups at Legends and stuff. Yeah, the Maryland thing was a lot of fun. I'm hoping to do that again this year. Right now, I can't really do that because like I'm saying before, a lot of my play here. If I can do this again, I'm still fundraising for this marathon, man. For anybody that wants to contribute. So far, I'm up to 910 as far as donations and stuff. I'm gonna have to start contributing my own donations to this, man, to get these numbers up. But shout out to Ty Wetterbaum. This is a high school classmate of mine, anonymous, whoever this is. Thank you for that thing. You got Trish D gave 2 times 50-50. My sister here is Elise here. This is like a cousin here. Gave $10. Appreciate. Shouting out whoever gave. You got Shot Powers. You know who he is. Trish D. Like I said, she gave 50 twice. This is some my brother and sister-in-law here. We got a co-worker gave 100 beans here, man. Definitely got to show up for my man. Harlem CEO gave $100 too, man. Definitely big time love from Harlem CEO. Team Light Skin is another co-worker there. Queen, that's the Queen from Queen's Court. She gave $50. My mom gave 100, man. Shout out to my mom. Some of these other people here, they didn't put what they gave, but as you should. 100 beans there. I believe 100 is me. I'm not sure if that's me or my dad. I'm not sure. But thanks for everybody that did give. You don't have to give big amounts. What I'm saying, like if you want to contribute and you feel like that you can't give a big amount, something like Shot Powers gave 15, my cousin gave 10. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you can. Like for those that would like to give, as far as what did they call super chats and stuff like that. Instead of doing super chats, do this. I won't be going to the season opener, and I will not be going to the Cleveland game. Like I said, I got too much things going on right now that if I went to a Knicks game, my wife would punch me in the fucking face, man. So, I can't do it right now. So after November, as we get out of this marathon race about November 4th, then I'll start to do it a little bit. But I got to get off this marathon stuff first before I can start going to these games and stuff, man. But definitely shout out to whatever. Like I said, $10, $26 is nice because the marathon is 26 miles. You know what I'm saying? Anything is good. A lot of people like to give $5, $2 on the super chats. Those super chats would go good right here with this donations here, man. So this is a little pause while the Knicks call the timeout here. So I do a little copy and paste in there and get the score back up. It's not a good score. Knicks are down 55-37. As Jaylen Brown's been quiet. He just hit a double pump fadeaway shot. So I just think Jalen Brown's just out there trying to get his cardio together. So let me just put this in the chat right now. So if anybody's interested, is in the chat. You can click it and donate to the charity there. It definitely helped me out. I can't front. I got to come up with 3,000 before the race. So you're definitely gonna help me out to get that number. But also, it is to a charity. It is tax refundable. When you make your donation, you get your information for taxes and stuff like that. So it does help you out as well, and it does help out a good cause. Is the Garden of Dreams affiliated with the Knicks and the Rangers and everything having to do with MSG. They give back to needy children. Children that are on their last legs in life. They want to grant their last wish or something like that. Before because a lot of these guys are terminally ill and stuff like that. So they like to grant them their last wish. Through the Garden of Dreams, and they really do come through with these wishes, man. So it's just kind of incredible. So anyway, that's enough of that. Here goes Fournier over to Roby. Roby with the in and out movement here. Fournier's looking to get the ball back. Comes across the screen there. He gives it out to Ryan Archinato. He just throws that 3-point shot. It did not look good coming off his hands. He looked like me shooting it out there. Here goes Ryan playing good defense at least, closing off the lanes on the dribble. Ball gets kicked out. Jalen Brown is definitely just kind of out there getting cardio, not really trying to get involved too much. Not really looking to score like that, not really doing anything. But like I said, this is preseason. Guys that are going to score 40 on us when the time comes. Today is not the day to do that. Right on cue. Here goes Jalen Brown, top of the key, kicks it out to Kristaps for 3, and Kristaps knocks that down. So Kristaps is showing a lot of confidence playing with the Celtics team, man. He's been shooting that thing, and it's been looking real smooth. Knicks, on the other hand, ain't nothing smooth on our end except Fournier's ball head. Nice pass inside to Hartenstein. Hartenstein blows the layup there. He might have gotten fouled. Derek White, transition 3-point shot, kicks it out to Jalen Brown. Like I said, Jalen Brown's a step slow right now. Kicks it out to Derek White over his head. Transition 3, no good. Roby with a rebound. I like Roby's energy. Roby's energy is different than Jericho's. They're about the same size. Athleticism is very similar too. Fournier's been getting in the paint like crazy, but nobody's creating. Nobody's scoring. Hartenstein just hit a 3-point shot off a pass from Fournier. So Hartenstein's on the board with 3 points there. We got Drew Holiday coming across the screen. They're just looking around, still looking at his teammates. Gives it to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by a smaller guy. Double team is there. Spin off the double team. Derek White was able to get in there to get the rebound, but they're going to call a foul there. I don't understand why the Knicks fouled Tatum just now, fading the opposite way. There's no reason for him to get that foul. Fournier coming around the screen, being able to create, kicks it out to Hartenstein for a 3-point shot, as they're showing here on the replay. So, like I'm trying to say, Fournier can create offensively, man. So he can bring something on offense. Defense, we're going to get smoked with him out there. You know what I'm saying? But still, if it came down to it, if he made a trade or something like that, Fournier could fit in and fill a spot. Like I said, Daquan Jeffries, I like him a lot. I think he can fill the spot too. But those are all conversations to have later on down the line. If such a move was to happen, picking up a cat to bring Cat here, see what happens. Ryan Archinato, I don't know what the hell he was doing, driving the lane there and gets blocked for no reason. Tatum passed up a 3-point shot. Now he's just going to go one-on-one practicing against Fournier. Fournier tried to strip it. Tatum might have got caught for 3 seconds down there. They didn't call it. Interior pass there. It's going to be a foul there. It's probably going to be a foul on Fournier for Tatum there. But Fournier's competing. Fournier's trying at least on defense. But he's going to get smoked every time. Let me I see some names here that I haven't seen in a minute. And some thoughts here. Got He goes on daylight here. I see him mention Jeff Van Gundy. What does Knicks Nation think about Jeff Van Gundy with the Celtics, man? I don't know how he could do that. I understand you need to make money or whatever. I don't know the situation if he needs to make money, but for him to be stepping foot in with the Celtics to be consultant or whatever he's doing over there with the Celtics, I don't know about that, man. There's so many other teams in the league that he could have, tried to become a part of. Why would he go to the Celtics? It's just weird, man. There's a lot of weird stuff, man. 2023 is fucking weird as hell, man. Weird ass time of this life right now. There goes Miles McBride there, going one-on-one, not doing anything. Now he has to get the shot up, and he misses the shot. Just bad offense by Miles McBride. I just don't like what I'm seeing from the kid. Here goes Jalen Brown with a nice pull up 3-point shot. They're gonna call a foul. Yeah, they called a foul with Roby. Roby got caught. Roby in the air. Jalen Brown, like I said, is not even trying to get involved here. This guy Roby, I don't know what he tried to do. He got this carrot top thing here. He actually faded the front of his hair. I just don't understand why he did that. So I mean, Roby tried to get out the way, but he still made contact with Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is another one. What the hell is up with that braid on the side there? That's just ridiculous. I don't know if he's trying to be a trendsetter, but that braid on the side is ridiculous. Shout out to Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell looked like he might be a good coach one day too. He's been spending a lot of time on that Celtics bench there. They're not giving him the opportunity. But I can see Sam Cassell being ahead of somebody's bench there. Shout out to things that DirecTV, Cablevision. I'm using Optimum TV. Shout out to El Matrix. Yeah, he still can't get a shot. He can't get a shot off, man. The game plan is for him to get that 3-point shot up, man. But you got to think beyond that. That's the difference between a role player, a journeyman, or a guy that's not in the league, or just forgotten player, and somebody that's going to be somebody out there. What is Grimes? Is Grimes going to be somebody? If he's not, then we need to trade and get somebody here that's going to be somebody. That's really going to be somebody. Not somebody that's pretending to be somebody. Like I said, Grimes can play defense, but so can Deuce McBride. As another guy here, number 11, got paid, he can hit that 3. Number 11 said that I want to start somewhere. He wants to contribute to a rotation. Not just be a Deuce McBride for his whole life. He wants to actually play. So shout out to him. He's been playing pretty good. Dante shoots over the top there. Not a good shot. So the Knicks are kind of lost right now. We're almost getting blown out here by 20. Well, actually, we are getting blown out by more than 20 right now. So it's getting ugly. Jalen Brown looked like he's going to start getting loose as the dribbling's getting loose there. Kristaps loses the ball. Comes out to Brown. Brown might have traveled. Kicks it out to Bowser in the 3-point shot in the corner. So this is becoming ugly now. So this is going to push to being almost a 30-point lead now. Sheesh. Dante DiVincenzo getting double teamed in the corner. Roby gets it, dribbling, gets on the inside to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson knows what to do with it, standing right underneath the circle for the dunk there. So here we go. The Knicks. Knicks are down by a lot, 70-45. Like I said, don't get too bent out of shape about losing this game. Just look at what we're doing here. Look at how things are working, how the offense is working, who's competing, who's contributing, who's doing their thing there. So I think Dante DiVincenzo just created a turnover there, if I'm not mistaken. So he's coming out the game. I think he created a foul, maybe, just so we can get the substitutions in. So I don't know if it's still Celtics ball. We'll see. Wow, so there is a turnover there. Dante caused the turnover and also runs to the corner because he's still in the game there. Here goes Miles McBride there, just dribbling, trying to get his own shot. Miles McBride, every single time he comes down, he's just looking for his own shot. He's like, I just don't enjoy this. I just don't enjoy what I'm seeing. He goes Jalen Brown coming across here, just like I said, Jalen Brown at this point in time is just trying to get some sweat here, get a nice little exercise. Kristaps, he almost pulled up right in front of Mitch there. So here we go, Jericho Sims guarding Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown's not trying right now. Step back 3-point shot. He just threw it up as the shot clock was going down. So we got 3 minutes and 37 seconds in the second quarter here. Yeah, man. Like I said, Jalen Brown's just trying to go through the motions there. He's not trying to do too much. I don't think he's played much this preseason, so I think he's just trying to get his legs underneath him. So here goes Miles McBride directing traffic. Takes a screen from Grimes, still dribbling. The ball hasn't been passed yet. Takes another screen. Gets an alley-oop to Mitch Robinson. So telegraphed, man. Dante DiVincenzo with a beautiful steal there. So they call a foul on Dante. But Dante definitely is getting after that defensively. Also, too, he's showing a lot of leadership. He's talking. I see him talking there. He's talking to the refs. But I've seen a live body. I've seen somebody that's intelligent. He's trying to communicate, out there. He's talking to his players, talking to Deuce. I think he just chastised Deuce just now about not getting guys involved. Deuce McBride every single time is trying to go one-on-one. I haven't done the stats yet. Halftime is coming. We got 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in this half, which I love here. I feel like the time on the clock on the screen is close to what's on my screen. As far as the game is concerned there. So I like that. Um, you go Hauser just shot his other free throw. So Jericho Sims doesn't even know that he's supposed to inbounds the ball. Here goes Miles McBride here trying to dribble on the ball up the court. Can't even get the ball to break the press. Gives it to Jericho Sims. And what the fuck is Jericho Sims doing out there helping with the press? Here comes Grimes there. And they call Grimes. What happens? So Hauser just got hit with a foul on Grimes. But my thing is that why is Jericho Sims involved in so much of this offense? I don't understand either. Why is Jericho Sims standing there to receive the ball for the offense? I understand that if it was Julius would be the one in that spot. But Jericho Sims is not Julius, so why are we putting in Jericho Sims in the spot where Julius would normally be doing all that dribbling? Why are we forcing Jericho Sims to be Julius Randle? Look at it. He's dribbling and all this other stuff. It's ridiculous. You know? So I mean that's one thing when you talk about Tom Thibodeau being able to coach and get guys in the right spot. Like you can't argue and be upset at a kid for making mistakes if you keep putting them in spots where he's not going to be effective. Miles McBride for all this one-on-one shit, I would have been pulled him already by now. Good spin there. Number 11 hasn't missed a wide open shot yet, man. I mean, this kid is incredible. Talk about the first two games. I believe he averaged like 25, almost 30 points, per game for the first two preseason games. Tonight, I don't know what he got tonight, man, but he hit a few threes tonight. Here goes Miles McBride again, just going one-on-one around the screen. Dante DiVincenzo is showing us right now that he can hit that three-point shot. I'm really impressed by Dante DiVincenzo right now. Very impressed by him. It looks like we're not going to see IQ tonight. We'll probably see him tomorrow. Jaylen Brown fakes the three, comes in inside, switches. Good defense by Miles McBride. That's what he's there for. For some reason, Jericho Sims is in the backcourt all the time. And Grimes just pulls up for three. He makes it. But, he had a whole baseline to drive and do something. But he just got it in his mind. If he catches the ball by the three-point shot, 9 times out of 10, he's going to throw it up some kind of way. And that's what he did there. Dribble, fake, look, and then just finally got it up. He did knock it down, but it did not look – it just didn't look fluid. It just looked like, this is the game plan. This is what Tom Thibodeau wants me to do. I'm just going to do what he wants me to do, and there's no thought process in there. There's no thought. There's no mind, there's nothing clicking in his brain as far as the game, and that's frustrating, man. Shout out to Damian Cox, man. What's good, Damian? A lot of familiar faces here. Got Pudge in the building. Kareem Grant, what's good, my brother? The triathlon king. Not yet, man. I can't swim. According to 23andMe, my 50% Nigerian, South Saharan heritage is not allowing me to swim right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I'll be doing a triathlon anytime soon. Marathon, we'll see, man. It's going to look ugly. I'm not going to win. But I just hope I'm not in the hospital, and I'm hoping that I can at least finish, finish without a police escort. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you guys to turn on the news and see, hey, we got this 40-something-year-old guy that's like passed out on the field and had to be dragged off type of thing. And I still want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still training. I haven't trained since Friday. You know what I'm saying? I took Saturday off. Sunday I wasn't able to train because I was just exhausted because Saturday, man, was a doozy as far as work is concerned. That's why I wasn't able to do the live for the Timberwolves game. It was just incredible the work day. So Sunday was a wash. I was extremely tired, and then Monday, I wasn't able to train. I was trying to train today, and I just couldn't do it either. Same thing with work. I just couldn't get free from work. And then the Knicks game started today. As soon as I walked in the house, just enough for me to shave and wash my bald head a little bit before you know it, the Knicks were playing. We're about to start, man. So that's what's going on with that. So if the Knicks finish early enough, I think I might try to go out and hit the gym before it closes. Gym closes at 11 for me, so I'll see if I can hit the gym after the game. We'll see what time the game finishes. If the game finishes at 9:30 or so, 9:30, quarter to 10, I think I might take a chance. We'll see. Yeah, man. Do I have a goal? Are you talking about like health wise or whatever or something else? Old head. Shout out to old head. Can't judge the starters. Old head. Was that your name? Because I noticed the picture, but was old head always attached to this picture? What was your name before this? Was your name something else before this? Yeah, you can't judge the starters on the preseason game. Yeah, absolutely not, man. You know, interesting to see the group, but like I said, certain guys here. See, as you see Tatum easily scoring on our guys inside there. You looking around, you seeing Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims is not in the right spot. You see Dante and Miles McBride. They're fighting with Tatum. So something's wrong here. Something's wrong with our mix. Josh Hart will be there. So you would assume that Josh Hart would be able to fight better for the rebounds. So Josh Hart will be in there. Josh Hart has not made an appearance in the preseason yet. So like I said, you got Josh Hart, RJ, Julius, and that type of thing. These guys are what we will be the actual guys out there playing. So it would not even be these guys that you see in these spots. So that's something to think about, as you're watching, Cam. But at the same time, like in these little spots, how much different will Josh Hart be in that spot there, fighting for the rebound with Tatum there? I think Tatum still eats up Josh Hart all day. You know, it's just not. I'm not sure if the Knicks are doing the right thing here by not acquiring size or guys that are really that are really true forwards. Like Josh Hart could play forward, but Josh Hart is a shooting guard. He's a rebounding shooting guard, that could play small forward sometimes. These motherfuckers thinking that he could play power forward, man. So that's just weird to me. So that's stretching it. That's stretching it a bit. You can get away with Josh Hart at power forward sometimes, but not all the time. Not to be in that spot where you're relying on him to do that all the time. That's bugged out. So I just don't know about that. Something that we got to think about, man. Like I said, we were talking about Cat. Shout out to, I forgot if it was Steph or Tony's show. We were talking about Miles Turner. We've been talking about Miles Turner for the longest, but if you was to get Miles Turner, you still need to get a scorer at that wing spot. You would have to get a scorer at that point. If you get Cat, then you're gonna look to get a 3-and-D kind of guy, but a true 3-and-D. You can't just stick Josh Hart there. You can't just stick Josh Hart there and expect that to be the end of it. You have to make a move to get somebody that could play there. So here we go, Fournier and Jericho Sims. They're colliding midcourt. This is something that you don't want to see in preseason. You don't want to see guys getting their hips banged together and then now you have a hip contusion and you miss opening night. You don't want that to happen. So here we go. Tatum inbounds here to Derek White. If you don't recognize him, Derek White finally shaved his head, got rid of that half paintbrush thing that he had on his head there. Drew Holiday pivoting. Ooh, Miles McBride with a nice steal there, holding on to the ball too long, gives it over to Grimes. Grimes not able to finish, gets the foul. But it's electric to see the Knicks get a steal and head out on that fast break. So look, Miles McBride gets a steal. Everybody fills those lanes there, gets the ball to Grimes a little. I think he gave it to him a little bit too early. He should have let Grimes get a step. But that's Miles McBride not knowing, not understanding the game. I just don't think that he's that good. I don't know if they're going to show him shooting the free throw, but just watch Grimes' form shooting this free throw. I don't know if they're gonna show it there. There it comes off his wrist there. Just too much bounce in his hand to me. There's too much movement. See, he missed the free throw. There's too much bounce in his hand. I don't like his elbow locking out like that. He's gonna get Tommy Johns for Christ's sake. Good steal by Dante DiVincenzo, baby. So listen, Dante could steal on the ball. He could steal off the ball. Very good player, Dante DiVincenzo. I'm very impressed by him. He goes Miles McBride, dribbling, taking two screens. He comes around the other way, dribbles behind his back, takes another screen, doesn't do anything with it, gives it to Grimes. So Grimes is looking to shoot the three. So he couldn't get the three. So now he's still looking for the three. Shot is up. He's not looking to do anything but get that jump shot off at that point in time. Mitchell Robinson there got the ball too close to Drew Holiday's hands, able to get the block. Mitch Robinson cleans that up by running the lane to get the rebound. He goes a transition 3-point shot by Miles McBride. So Miles McBride hits a three. So listen, Miles McBride could play, man, but he's a 3-and-D guy at the guard spot at the moment. He's not a creator. 3-and-D, that's what he is. 3-and-D. I'm not chastising him about that. Chastising him about his ability to create offense as a point guard. He should not be relied to do that. This fucking guy Grimes, man, he just wants to shoot that three and that's it. He doesn't want to do anything else. Dante DiVincenzo, as you can see, he's looking to get in the mix there. Dribbling, defense, shooting the three. Ooh, long three-point. Oh, we almost knocked that down. And that's the last shot of the quarter. Kristaps is able to get that rebound. So anyway, the Knicks were on our way to being blown up by more than 30, but we cut it down to what's that, 18? So it's not so bad. But it is what it is, guys. Knicks are down by 18. So far, so good. There's a lot of things to talk about that's good. There's a lot of things to talk about that's bad. What I was going to say here. Let's take a look at what Gerald said. He said we should have got a backup for it. Absolutely. We haven't seen what's that, Darius, whatever his name is. We haven't seen him. We've seen Roby now. I don't know. We should have got a back. We should have got a true backup four. We should have got a true backup four. We should have got a true backup three. It's just a lot of question marks that we have here. So anyway, let's get into some halftime stuff. I haven't done it in a while. So anyway, let's do this here. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's take a look at the game summary here. Quarter for quarter, Boston came out 41-31. I thought the Knicks did good with the starters there. As we started substituting and stuff like that, we got lost in the sauce a little bit. But for the most part, I like what we see. The second quarter is much of the same. Well, just one thing I don't like is that Miles McBride involvement. So I'll talk about that as I keep looking here. Let's maximize this a little bit. Take a look at the game charts. Shot chart for the Knicks is on the left-hand side, guys. Let me get rid of you, Jarrell. Sorry about that. Left-hand side for the Knicks. The Knicks are getting shots that we normally take here. We're shooting shots all around the basket here. As you can see, a lot of shots in between, a lot of shots at the rim, foul line extend, a lot of threes too. The Knicks have missed a lot of threes, but Tom Thibodeau likes to say, "Oh, we just didn't make the shot." It's just not. That's just a cop out. Take a look at Boston. Boston, everything either at the rim or 3-point shot. So they're getting everything they want. If you look at the color scheme, there's more green on the Boston side compared to more red on the Knicks side. So the Knicks are shooting 45%, which isn't that bad. But 54% from the Celtics there, just contributes to what's going on with this game. Excuse me. Let's scroll down here. Biggest lead for the Celtics is 27. So it's approaching 30. So it went back down to 18. So now they're talking to Julius Randle here at halftime, which is interesting. He'll never get a chance to do this for the whole season because he'll definitely be playing. But it's good to see him with a short haircut. As you can see, his hair is trying to get tamed from being a natural the last few seasons. So he's definitely going to have a change in his hairline, change in the way that his hair grows. So that's going to be a journey as the season goes on. I know all about that because I had dreads for 12 years. When I cut my dreads off, my scalp was loose. You know what I'm saying? My hair wasn't growing properly. You know what I'm saying? But that works itself out with time. Let's scroll down here. Let's take a look at the rebounds thing. The Knicks are getting killed with the rebounds, which shouldn't be. No matter what happens out there, the Knicks always should be out rebounding the other team. 16 assists is about even. 6 steals for the Knicks, 1 block for the Knicks there. 8 turnovers for 8. The Celtics and the Knicks neither team really turns the ball over like that. Like I said, I already mentioned the field goal percentage 44-54 is not really so bad for the Knicks. Due to their skill set, they have more skilled players out there compared to us. We don't have our best players playing. 44% from 3, 55% from the 3-point line is not good. But the Celtics usually shoot a lot of threes on us, man. I think they almost broke a record on us last year. Taking a look at the points in the paint. Knicks are leading 18-14. Second chance points is dead even, and the Knicks are actually leading 14-10 in fast break points, which is not a surprise because the Knicks. The new thing about the Knicks now is that we really are attacking in the full court now, getting these steals and pushing the ball up the court. But we're just not really capitalizing on these mistakes that we're creating here. So, as the season goes on, I think Josh Hart is a better finisher than some of the guys that we have out there. Like I said, you got RJ, Dante DiVincenzo. You're going to have Quickly out there. So if the Knicks can continue this steal thing that we have here, this new element that we added to the mix here, I think that's really going to add to a lot of wins for us this year. The movement, the ball movement that I'm noticing. Tom Thibodeau is looking to get more cutting and more passing involved when it comes down to it. Miles McBride has definitely been stopping the ball and really messing up that new Knicks that we're trying to get involved here. But it is what it is. When the Knicks get in trouble, we have Jalen Brunson and we have Julius Randle to take over for us and score those buckets. So we will be successful a lot of times, when we don't pass the ball. But like I said, I do notice that Tom Thibodeau is trying to implement some plays where guys are cutting it and getting some motion. I'm interested to seeing that as the season progresses, man. So hopefully we see that in the next game. I want to take a look at who we're playing next, man. I know. Let me just look ahead here. We're definitely playing tomorrow. So we're playing against Washington. So Washington is, I believe that's the last game. So I think we're only playing 4 games here. So we're playing Washington at 7:30. I'm hoping that we play our starters and our main rotation guys just so we can get really good look at what we're trying to do here and get prepared for the season opener. That's what I'm really looking forward to, man. But, I'm not really looking about wins right now as far as this team. In preseason, like I said, people that are watching this, I know there's a lot of fans because I've sat with you guys, hanging out with Sim at these get-togethers. I got a chance to meet a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys really get pissed off when it comes to even preseason. Shout out to Latrell Sprewell. I'm not talking about the Latrell Sprewell. I'm talking about the chat contributor that you usually see out there, Latrell Sprewell. I sat next to him, and he was totally pissed off, when we were playing against the Wizards that time. Guys fan how they're going to fan, but a game like this, man, you can't let that tear you down, man. Shout out to Monica McNutt there talking to Julius Randle there as I'm talking here. Monica McNutt is pretty, man. I never met her, but she's been very close to me, close enough to me where I can smell her, and she is a beautiful woman, man. I got to tell you that. Very tall, too. Very tall and powerful. Confident as well, too. Shout out to Jericho Sims. Just a step slow at all times, man. One for 2. You would think that Jericho Sims attempted more shots out there. He was definitely in position to score plenty of times, but a lot of those opportunities ended up becoming turnovers or something like that. He's off the hook for no turnovers in the first half there, but looking at the box score, it definitely doesn't tell the whole thing there. He did not have a good 16 minutes of play in that first half there. Miles McBride, here's another stat guy. You're looking to say he got 12 points in the first half, 3 assists, 2 steals, two free throws, 2 for 3 from 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, 4 for 9 from the field. You think that's a good first half? I thought he played horrible as far as creating offense. But then when it comes to him being a 3-and-D guy, he's excellent. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I understand preseason is about trying, but trying Miles McBride as a starting point guard or as a point guard at all it's just horrible. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else needs to be the point guard. Miles McBride is not the point guard at this point of his career. Quentin Grimes is annoying, man. 3 for 7 right now, 3 for 6 from 3. So people are going to read that and say, wow, he's playing excellent, right? 3 assists, 1 steal, 10 points. That's a good first half for him, right? So if he duplicates this and gets 20 points, people are going to think that he had a good game. If you're watching this game there, he's so in love with standing in that one spot. He can't do anything else but get that 3-point shot. If he can't get it and shoot it right away, he doesn't know what to do. If the ball comes back to him, he's still just trying to get the shot up quick. There's nothing happening as far as him driving and creating. So that's annoying. But he did have his opportunities, stealing the ball, getting out on the fast break. He did drive to the basket a couple times. They looked pretty good. But, they're all dead plays because he's really like he didn't do what Tom Thibodeau wanted him to do, so now he's scrambling. He doesn't look confident. So that's annoying. So when it comes to upgrading positions, if you're talking about, let's say, like, what's the guy's name from, what's the guy? Buddy Hield. To trade for a Buddy Hield to replace a Quentin Grimes, I think would benefit us because at least Buddy Hield is gonna do everything that we want Grimes to do, and then he will contribute defensively and still be able to get out on the break and that type of thing. But at least when the ball comes to Buddy Hield, we're gonna get more than just forcing a shot. We're gonna get some ball creativity. We're gonna get somebody that's gonna be able to create a shot for somebody else. That's gonna be able to create offense for himself, especially. You know what I'm trying to say? So, and also too, somebody that's a volume 3-point shooter, which is Buddy Hield is. That's something that we need here. Somebody more confident, somebody that can get you 18 points from the starting shooting guard spot. Today he was the starting small forward, but still, we just need somebody to be able to contribute, not just on the defensive end and not just on the 3-point line, but just all offensively, man. So Quentin Grimes is annoying me right now. We're talking about year 3. It's now or never. Are you going to be that guy or not? If you're not going to be that guy, then we need to make a move now because we have bigger fish to fry than just waiting for guys to fucking develop now. Especially here, Quentin Grimes. I'm going to click his screen here. Quentin Grimes is 23 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? 23 years old. Next year, he'll be 24. And then we're going to talk about next season, he'll be 25, going on 26. Like, come on now. So, time is ticking on these guys. Mitchell Robinson is just doing what Mitchell Robinson does. Very good first half, 10, 7 rebounds. He had 2 steals. He had an assist. No blocks, which is interesting. But still, he had a really good game in doing what he's supposed to do out there. So shout out to Mitchell Robinson, who I trash a lot on this channel. But he did what he had to do, according to how he does things. Dante DiVincenzo did not score going to the basket. He did attack a lot, which is what I love. He did hit the 3-point shots, which gives him 10 points because he did hit a free throw. 2 assists, 1 rebound. Just the way that he's been active on the boards and passing the ball, I thought Dante DiVincenzo had more rebounds. I thought he had more assists, and I thought he doesn't even have a steal. And I could have sworn he had like 2 or 3 steals in this game. So Dante DiVincenzo is definitely impacting this game. It's not showing up in the stat sheet, but that's another thing too. Like I said, if you look at Grimes, you think that Grimes is having a great game. If you look at Deuce McBride, you think Deuce McBride is having a big game. But actually, Dante DiVincenzo is impacting this game way more than these guys are impacting. Dante's on the hook for 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers. But Jericho Sims needs to take some of those away from him. Also some of these other guys need to take some of those turnovers from him also. Just for the simple fact Dante's in the mix there. He was on the hook for those turnovers. But I feel like Dante played a really good game in the first half. Daquan Jeffries, he's also playing it a little bit safe, trying not to do too much. But he needs to do something because this guy Grimes is not taking the spot. So if Grimes is not doing more than doing what he should be doing in year 3, then Daquan Jeffries needs to take his spot, man. So I just think that a spot is available to be taken on this Knicks squad right now. So Daquan Jeffries don't see that. I don't know what's up. Hartenstein, just doing the best that he can. He got involved in a couple of plays there, just like a step short as far as passing, step short as far as blocking shots, just a step short on a lot of things out there on the court. But Hartenstein is Hartenstein. Fournier, I thought he played a good 4 game. His stats don't show up. It looks like he played 9 minutes. It looks like he didn't do shit. But I thought he did a good job of getting to the basket, creating up, the hockey assist or getting the ball out there for guys to contribute. Guys just weren't able to score while he was out there, passing the ball to Jericho Sims and these guys. So I thought Fournier did a good job on offense. Defensively, I can't say nothing. Isaiah Roby, I thought he played a little bit better than Jericho, but not really. You know what I'm saying? We have a hole at that power forward spot. It's just huge right now. Ryan Archinato is just not an NBA player. Bobby Hurley. I was trying to figure out that Duke guy. Ryan Archinato reminds me of a bum ass Bobby Hurley. But Bobby Hurley was nice. But Ryan Archinato is not that guy. Maybe he had a chance at one point. But at this junction now, I think Ryan Archinato is pretty old now. He's 29, so at 29 years old, Ryan Archinato, this might be the last time we see him in the NBA. So we got a lot of good guys here. We got Charlie Brown we haven't seen, Josh Hart we haven't seen, Nathan Knight I think we saw briefly, Jalen Martin we haven't seen, Jacob Toppin we saw briefly also, Dwayne Washington we saw briefly too, Dylan, shout out to Dylan, Windler, we didn't see him either. So there's quite a few players that we haven't seen. We probably won't see Charlie Brown. We probably won't see Dylan. Dwayne Washington, I like Dwayne Washington's game, but we just have too many guards at this point. So these guys are just not going to get their opportunity. Jacob Toppin, I would like to see him out there, because like I said, we do have a need for a forward. So it's interesting. So I'm just talking the game out here, man. It seems to be an extended halftime report here in preseason, which is ridiculous, You would think that at halftime they didn't want to try to get this thing going, But I guess content is key. They want to sell uh, what do you call advertising bucks here. So you got to have an extended thing here to sell, to pay for everything. I guess. But 78-60, Knicks are losing. What the hell can you do? You know what I'm saying? Nothing else to really talk about here. But anyway, yeah, man, good game so far. I'm gonna be looking to do more full game watch alongs. Also too, like now that I got it here, I'm looking to get somebody else here on the screen here for back and forth. I don't like doing panels on this channel. Having too many people on the screen to me is just not a good. It's just not a good look. Shout out to the other NBK guys that do large panel stuff. That's cool, for them. But I don't want to keep repeating that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Steph does it, Tony does it. Even Sim has gotten away from huge panels all the time. He's been appearing on their shows, on their panels as well. So I feel the same way, man. I would like to get somebody here to go back and forth with me on a pod, man. So listen, if you guys are watching or somebody that's interested in podcasting, that is interested in coming on here to do a pod, let's talk offline and see what we can come up with. But I already have some ideas on what I would like to do for the channel. So if you're interested, please hit me up, man. So we just started the second half. Mitchell Robinson already is on the floor, hurt already with like 13 seconds in the half. Yeah, so like I said, I'll probably do like a more clear call of arms thing, maybe in the community tab on YouTube, to see if I can get some guys. And also, I'll definitely will reach out to some people. Shout out to Rafael Diaz. I tried to get him to do a pod with me, but during that week when we were doing a weekly pod, he didn't even watch Knicks games during the time. We were supposed to be talking about the games, and he didn't even watch the games. So it's like, it's very frustrating, trying to get people on the show to do things with you, because everybody wants to be their own star. They want to talk about what they want to talk about, but when you sit down and you're trying to put a show together, what I'm saying, you need both people to be on point, and you got to be able to trust people. So shout out to Rafael Diaz. He's good at what he does, but maybe you might see him on the show on this channel again, but we'll have to see. But like I said, I would like to get somebody else here. Shout out to State. I haven't mentioned State yet. I haven't seen State in a while. He was supposed to be starting his YouTube channel. He didn't do it yet. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to help him. He's looking to do it by himself. I don't know if he's afraid to ask for help or something, man. But State still hasn't done his YouTube channel. He's still on Twitter Spaces, which works for him because he's free to do Twitter Spaces, while he's working. You know what I'm saying? So he's good to do that. I can't, so that's why I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But Twitter Spaces is interesting. It's almost like an old school forum style of thing. They used to have like the dial up with guys used to call in, like the hotline. It used to be like the hotline back in the 90s where guys used to call in and talk shit to each other. That's kind of what it reminds me of. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good platform to talk Knicks and stuff, but I just don't have time for it, throughout my day. I just don't have time to stop and do a space like that. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to get into a forum thing, I just need feedback from guys that are watching the channel, what you guys would like to see. Like I said, I have some ideas on what I would like to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do that, but I definitely would like to get one or two people to jump in on me. If you have any suggestions on who I should contact, or if you yourself are interested in getting involved in the channel in some kind of capacity, just let me know. Here comes Grimes, just standing there waiting for the 3-point shot to come to him. He finally gets it. So the Knicks finally get on the board here. 78-67. Not much stuff happening here, but the Knicks did creep up on the lead here, where we're now down only by 11. We were down by 18, I believe, at the half. So a little bit of progress is made here on this scoreboard. Here goes Kristaps looking to get the pull-up mid-range jump shot, but Knicks did a good job of closing that off. These corner threes are always going to be there for Boston. They're looking for them. Jaylen Brown doesn't have his legs underneath him yet. Here goes Miles McBride. He just launches the 3-point shot. He misses that. Derek White with the rebound in the corner. So Derek White bringing the ball up. Ooh, Mitchell Robinson almost got the steal. He might have hurt himself there trying to go for that steal. He reaches down on Drew Holiday for the steal, but Drew Holiday still was able somehow to get all the way to the rim and lay that up. So I don't know if they counted that bucket. I did not see that them count it. I think they might have counted that bucket there. So good defense. Knicks are doing a lot of swiping, but nobody's really closing off on the guy. So he's going to get an and one here. So Drew Holiday knocks down the and one. So it's 81-67 at the moment. Here goes Miles McBride pushing with a full head of steam there. Going against four guys that just pulls up. Just a bad shot. Bad idea, bad shot. Mitchell Robinson with a steal. And then Deuce just shoots up a three again. Misses it again. Like, Deuce McBride has no clue of what's going on out there. He just has no clue. Here he goes playing defense there. He comes around the screen there. Tatum just pulls up. Misses that. Derek White smacks it out to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown would have shot that, if it was regular season. Jaylen Brown's trying to figure it out. Chris Stapps with a pick and roll 3-point shot there. They got Jericho Sims there, grabbing the rebound. He grabbed it with one hand, brought it to the second hand, then lost it, and then got bailed out by the refs there with the foul. So Jericho Sims. Whoever's handling him, whoever's whoever's in charge of talking to him and stuff like that, they're just not getting it through to him. There's certain things that he needs to be able to do out there. Grabbing a rebound with two hands is one, but he has yet to grab a rebound with two hands since I've been watching this game here. He goes on, Miles McBride just holding on to that ball, comes around the screen, pounding the fuck out of it, gives it over to Grimes there, and they're gonna call timeout here. Tom Thibodeau's calling a timeout. So Tom Thibodeau's pissed. The Knicks are just not moving the ball. He's yelling and screaming, God damn it. I hear him, God damn it, God damn it. But it is frustrating. Watching the game is very frustrating because you can see that they want to do something, but this Miles McBride guy is just dribbling the air out of the ball. Just not doing a good job with that. Let me see. I see hit him up here. Does this mean IQ gets an extension since they're resting him? See, this extension thing is interesting. So they're making a big deal about it on as far as beat writers and stuff like that. But they didn't make a big deal about RJ. They didn't make a big deal about other players that needed an extension. Why is an extend or trade IQ thing? Why is that? Why does it have to be that? So my thing is, for the Knicks, that we shouldn't extend them. We should let him go into restricted free agency and then let him get his contract that way. The Knicks like him, so they're going to give him a deal. They're going to give him a proper deal. You know what I'm saying? But the proper thing to do is to wait till the offseason. If he makes it there healthy, then let the market dictate what his salary is going to be. Not just make up a salary for no reason. Even though we did give Josh Hart the extension, but Josh Hart opted in and did us a solid, so we did him a solid. You know what I'm saying? Because we was already prepared to pay him $20 million. IQ, on the other hand, how many backup players are we going to play? Are we going to pay? We already paid Dante. We already played, Josh, and we're going to play IQ next. So who was the starting shooting guard? Who is the starting shooting guard? What is happening with RJ? What is happening with Mitchell Robinson? Are we going to upgrade these positions any kind of way? You know what I'm saying? When are we going to put money into the starting lineup? Brunson is on a cheap contract. This guy, Julius Randle's on a cheap contract. You know what I'm saying? RJ's on a cheap contract for the most part. Matter of fact, RJ, I want to say, is on a competitive contract. But as far as the other positions, Mitchell Robinson and Grimes, we need somebody else. We need another player. We need another player here. You know what I'm saying? So, we already got enough people that could fill in that role player role. We need a starter. That's very frustrating. We need another starter to put all of the pressure on Julius Randle and Brunson to come through every night with 25, 10, from Julius, and 25 and 6, for Brunson. It's not fair. They need another player. They need another player in here that can balance out and make a true big three for our New York Knicks. That's what we need right now. It's just not right. So we got 9 minutes in the third quarter. The way that IQ also plays like Deuce, where he's just shooting the ball. Let IQ be the starting shooting guard. You already got Dante DiVincenzo off the bench. If you want to play Miles McBride off the bench as a backup point guard, kind of, all right, they're fine. Minimal minutes, have him come off the bench. That's fine. You got Josh Hart. Bring in another player, make another trade, get somebody here. We need to upgrade the roster. Look at Miles McBride. This is Miles McBride's one-on-one extravaganza today. This is another poor decision there of him going one-on-one, not able to create, but still shooting the ball like he's fucking crazy. Unbelievable here, man. This Miles McBride show. Mitchell Robinson's already arguing with the referees. You know, I don't know. One thing about Mitchell Robinson, I don't really see a lot of leadership as far as directing traffic on defense. I just don't notice it. So I mean, we need that from him. A lot of times he basically saves us a lot of times defensively, but if he doesn't feel up for it, then he's kind of just a regular guy. Mitchell Robinson has yet to really like go hard, like where he's dominating, like just dominating a game. Mitchell Robinson does. He does that too far. Too far, far in between. He played good against Cleveland, but then people don't want to talk about how shitty he played against Miami. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Still throwing a knuckleball from the foul line. His trainer said, "Oh, give him a chance." He's still throwing a knuckleball at the foul line. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, so here goes Jericho Sims out here guarding a shooting guard. It's bugged out, bro. Bugged out. Why is Jericho Sims guarding Jaylen Brown right now? Going around the screen. Why is he being asked to guard Jaylen Brown? Look at that. Just ridiculous. Up and over, easy floater. Jaylen Brown's not even looking to score. He had to score this now. And here goes Jericho Sims on the inside, looking to get position. And then comes out. He's too close to Dante. He's up trying to give Dante a screen. Doesn't even really set up a pure screen. Double team comes right at Dante, where Jericho Sims doesn't do a good job of helping to create that space so Dante could create. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I feel bad because I mean, Jericho Sims has a lot of skill. He has a lot of promise. I just don't think it's gonna happen, man. I really don't think it's gonna happen. Maybe it might happen on a different squad. But I mean, he's super athletic. Should we run plays just so we can get him alley oops? He's not that good. He's not that good for us to waste offense to try to get him an alley oop. It's just not worth it. There's Dante picking up 3/4 court. Gives it up to Tatum. Back over to Horford. Horford gives it over to Jaylen Brown for the 3-point attempt. But look at Jericho Sims guarding Jaylen Brown. Why, dude? Jaylen Brown all the way to the basket for a dunk. Just breaks the defense down because it pulls Mitchell Robinson out. So now Mitchell Robinson and Jericho Sims are out on the perimeter. So who's guarding the paint? Nobody. It's ridiculous. What is the point of having Grimes and Deuce and Dante DiVincenzo out there if you're gonna have Jericho Sims? Look at it. Jericho Sims doesn't know how to play offense. He's cutting to the basket. That happened with RJ the last game. Jericho Sims is out on the perimeter, but is in the wrong spot because he doesn't know how to play that role. It's not instinctually what he does. Anyway, Dante DiVincenzo gets the rebound. Here comes the Knicks here. Bringing the ball up. Dante's trying to call it, trying to give it over to Grimes. Grimes wants to shoot that. He just wants to shoot. He can't shoot it, gives it back to Dante. Dante gets the shot off. He gets fouled. They didn't call it. It's crazy. So here comes Tatum. Tatum's going to walk down. Gives it over to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday sets it up. They're looking to get a step in to get a three-point shot. Here he goes with Derek White. Kicks it back out to Drew Holiday. That's all they're trying to do. Give and go three-pointers for the Celtics. That's what they're trying to do. Grimes got a short end there. Tatum all the way to the basket. Jericho Sims able to get a hand on that ball. So that's what happens when Jericho and Mitch Robinson are in the paint. They can defend the paint. Why the fuck are they on the perimeter guarding perimeter players? It doesn't make any sense. I just don't get it. Here goes Miles McBride again. Takes a screen. Doesn't even take it. He doesn't even know how to go around the screen properly. So now we done wasted the shot chart here. Shot clock. Kicks it out to Grimes in the corner. Grimes hits the three. He knocks that down. That's all Grimes wants to do. Catch it and shoot it immediately. That's all he wants to do. But Deuce McBride there, what was he doesn't know how to go around the screen. He's calling for a screen, but doesn't know how to go around the screen. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Here goes Drew Holiday again. But the option to guard the 3-point shooter is the center. So now you have to pull Mitch Robinson out to the center to guard to the corner to guard a 3-pointer. But if they read that, then who's guarding the paint? The paint is wide open. Look at Miles McBride. Ridiculous. Gives it over to Grimes. Grimes looking to catch and throw it up as fast as he can. Who's guarding the perimeter? It's supposed to be Mitchell Robinson. But why is the defense so lackadaisical that Mitchell Robinson and Jericho Sims are the ones on the perimeter guarding these 3-point shooters? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just can't get over it. We got three guards out there, but the big men are guarding the perimeter. So who's guarding the inside? The little guys? So who does that fall upon? Like I said, shout out to Frank Isola saying that Tom Thibodeau knows twice as much as we do. But I'm trying to figure out why our center and our power forward are guarding point guards and shooting guards on the perimeter, while Miles McBride, Grimes, and Dante DiVincenzo are on the inside fighting, trying to defend the rim. Just make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense out there. It's crazy. Yeah, man. So I mean, I'm gonna look ahead. I'm gonna look ahead a little bit. So let's just take a look at the box score again real quick. I got the box score here. Let me blow this up. Box score. Grimes at the small forward spot with Dante DiVincenzo and Miles McBride is not going to work. So, I mean, if you put Brunson in that spot instead of Miles McBride, okay, then now you're going to have the extra offense there. Instead of Jericho Sims, you're going to have Julius there. So it's going to look a little bit better because Julius can create his own shot. All these different plays where Jericho Sims is guarding perimeter, you're going to have Julius out there. Julius is a better defender than Jericho Sims on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that will get guys in their spots a little bit easier. Julius will be able to find these guys a little bit better, especially Grimes with the quick 3-point shooting, and Dante DiVincenzo and this, that, and the other. Especially with Brunson out there, things will be a little bit better. So for those that are pissed off like myself, this is not what we're going to be doing. So like I said, imagine Jericho Sims, Julius Randle replacing Jericho Sims in these situations, and Miles McBride out there instead of Brunson. Then you can see that we will definitely will be a lot better in these situations here. But it's frustrating now that if we were to rely on Jericho Sims, why are we putting Jericho Sims in positions that are not effective for him? If Jericho Sims is out there, then we should be playing in such a way where Jericho Sims can be effective. We should be playing in such a way for Miles McBride to be effective. Miles McBride should not be doing a Jalen Brunson impersonation right now. He shot 14 shots right now. That is not how we're going to win this game. We need to figure out what Miles McBride does best, not have it in Jalen Brunson's role. That's just not going to cut it there. Yeah, this is not going to cut it. Let's bring it back down. $88 to 60 to 76. The Knicks are losing, but I feel like we should be losing by a lot more than this. We should definitely be losing by a lot more than this. Let me bring this over, guys. Yeah, I'm anxious right now. I'm anxious to get better. I'm very anxious to get better. I don't have nothing against RJ. I like RJ's ability to shoot the 3-point shot in the preseason. I don't know if that's going to translate to the regular season because he shot the ball really well in the preseason last year. And then he proceeded to have to start off the season cold. You know what I'm saying? So RJ needs to show some kind of consistency in that jump shot. But if he could bring what he's been bringing in preseason, that's going to be a plus for us. But if the Knicks are looking to make a shakeup some kind of way, I'm with it. Because I feel like some of these guys on this roster, they really think that they're just not getting better. As Tatum just pulls up, whaps that 3-point shot right in on the Knicks' face there. Yeah, Tatum is good, man. He's just out there, he's just playing. Grimes catches it and just throws it up as fast as he can. Can't wait to get it up. He doesn't have no bop to his game. He's not looking to get the ball to the basket. He's just looking to take a one dribble and get that shot up as fast as he can. Dante is in the mix there, gets the rebound, pushing the ball there. Knicks are all trailer behind him. So Dante's trying to create some space there. Miles McBride not paying attention. Gives it back to Dante. Dante gives it to Jericho. Back out to Grimes, who hits another spot up 3-point shot. Like I said, this kid is like freaking this guy number 16 there. I'll just kind of double check. Just a 3-point specialist at this point now. That shit sucks. Knicks cut the lead to 10 now. Very interesting. Derek White going against Jericho Sims there. Jericho Sims and Miles McBride. Miles McBride gets it full head of steam. Right in the beginning, middle of the court there, was able to get a high arcing scoop shot off the glass. Good 3-and-D move there. Defensive player. That's what he's there for. Made the defensive play, able to get in there and get the score. He should have let the ball go. Him going against Jason Tatum 1-on-1 is not really the right move. He still was able to score there, so I can't. Once it goes in, the argument is over. But it's the new NBA, fast breaking baskets. Everybody shoots to the corner for threes, so it leaves the player to go 1-on-1 against the player. So I get it. It would have been nice to get a nice dunk there, throw it from a pass, but it's just not going to happen in this era. So anyway, 83-91, very interesting. So if the Celtics decide not to play Tatum and these guys in the fourth quarter, the Knicks might actually have a chance to win this game. So if their bench players come out there, like I said, the Knicks might have an actual chance to win this game here, which is interesting. Win is good. You always want to see a team win, but a meaningless win. A meaningless win. Anyway, back-to-back, they're showing in the upcoming schedule now. Back-to-back right now with the Knicks with Washington. And then we got basically a week until our home opener, our season opener, which is the 25th against the Celtics. Play the Celtics again. I hate watching them, but we start off with them again. We're going to be on ESPN, it says, at 7 p.m. So I will be with my NBK fam. Sim is probably going to be at Legends again doing the podcast. We'll be there doing it beforehand. Let me guys know if you actually want me to do a live play-by-play at Legends. If you want to do that, let me know if you're interested in that. I'm gonna ask Sim to see if he'll let me do that. Or I'll just do it on my platform. We'll see. So that's something to look forward to for next week. Good defense by Miles McBride. They're able to stop the ball, picks it up, pushes the ball here. He needs to give it up. Too much dribbling. He should have gave it to Grimes. He comes across the screen there. Nothing is happening. Deuce McBride is just dribbling the air out the ball. Nothing is happening. Pass the fucking ball, bro. Here comes another screen. Now he's being double teamed. Kicks it over to Jericho Sims. Throws the ball to nowhere. Garbage possession there by the Knicks. Garbage possession. Here he goes. Shows who's this? Number 4, Drew Holiday on the inside. Turns around, shoots the mid-range jump shot. Garbage possession there by Miles McBride. Just ridiculous, man. Here he goes calling for guys to get over. Comes over to give it to Grimes. Grimes looking to get that shot up quick. 2 dribbles, and they already picked up the dribble already. Here goes Miles McBride. Gives it up to Grimes. What does he do? Pulls up right away. Air ball. Garbage, bro. I just don't like it. Here comes Tatum there. Tatum's just going to practice his moves here. Spin. Who's open? Jaylen Brown. So I believe that's Deuce McBride's fault there. Coming over to double team. Leaving the 3-point shooter open without communicating for somebody to switch over. So Jaylen Brown was able to get the wide open 3-point shot. So the Knicks cut the lead to 10, but now we're trailing here at 13 as we're going into a timeout here. Probably gonna get some commercials. Yep, here comes the commercials. Unbelievable. So we got a couple people that popped in. Shout out to Knicks Bro. Knicks Bro 99. This coach doesn't coach his players through strength. Look how I use Obi. Obi. But Obi's not here, but the same thing is here. He's not like telling these guys what to do. Miles McBride is just pounding the ball. We are calling timeout still, so but nothing is changing. So my thing, when you call timeout, something's supposed to change. But if you call the timeout and nothing changes, that means that Tom Thibodeau actually looks at Miles McBride and thinks what he sees there is a good idea. My thing is Jericho Sims is the one that's meeting him out in the perimeter. Jericho Sims is the one that's getting the ball a lot when Miles McBride can't create anything. You know what I'm saying? So there is a hole here in what Tom Thibodeau is trying to do. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Something that keeps happening over and over and over again, and the coach is not getting the message through to his players. Whatever, then whatever's happening is what he wants to happen. I'm sorry. Shout out to Pudge. Team is kind of boring. We need a shooter. The team is boring. We don't need a shooter, man. Grimes needs more action. Right now, Miles McBride is just going one-on-one right now. Miles McBride, it got 1 foot out the league, man. If he didn't play defense, man, you know what I'm saying? Here comes Grimes. Grimes is not going to try to do anything. 2 dribbles and he picks it up. Give and go from Hartenstein. 2 dribbles, picked it up again. Here comes Miles McBride. So Miles McBride is going one-on-one. Here he goes again. Kicks it out to Hartenstein of all people. Why are the centers and the power forwards getting the ball? When Miles McBride is in trouble, I just don't get it. Here goes Tatum, just fooling around here. Here goes Daquan Jeffries there, gonna pick up the assignment. I like this matchup. Tatum just comes in, turns around, and lays right off the thing there after he got triple teamed. Sheesh. Miles McBride there behind the back, just dribbling the air out the ball. 14 seconds, dribble and turnover. Turnover, but they're going to call it, they're going to say Knicks ball. So we're at 12 seconds right now. So, you're talking about 24-second shot clock. Basically half the shot clock is gone to nowhere. Hartenstein, the center, gives it to the power forward. Power forward is dribbling now, gives it to Miles. Miles now with 5 seconds on the shot clock. What are we doing here? Step back, step through, pull up, jump shot, no good. Jericho Sims again fighting for the rebound. They're going to call a shot clock violation. That's not the right call. That's not the right call. That's not a shot clock violation. I don't know. It's still Celtics ball, but it's not a shot clock violation. So I don't know if the Knicks are fighting for Miles McBride to get that foul, but why is Miles McBride constantly in this position? What is Tom Thibodeau arguing here? So I think they're still arguing about the shot clock violation. So I don't understand what Grimes, the energy that Grimes and Tom Thibodeau have. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it here. They're still arguing. So the energy they're talking about the shot clock violation, if I'm not mistaken. But the way that Grimes and Tom Thibodeau are carrying on, I just don't understand. I just don't understand what's the squinting. You're wasting all those blood vessels for no reason. I just don't get it. I don't know. There's so much more to argue about, like Miles McBride dribbling the fucking air out the ball and not passing the ball, not running any plays. Quentin Grimes taking 2 dribbles and picking up the ball, looking for somebody to pass it to. Jericho Sims dribbling in a position where he's dribbling way too much. Hartenstein is getting cornered 3-point shots, when other players that could score are not getting the ball. It's ridiculous. He goes Hartenstein again in a position to shoot a 3. Now he's creating for himself there, drives to the basket and gets the layup. What are we doing here? I just don't get what we're doing. Drew Holiday. So anyway, the Celtics got their basic starters out there. They're running their starters. So instead of Dirk White, they have Horford out there. So that's another possible starting lineup that they're running here. So Celtics are basically trying to run what they normally run right now against our Knicks. So that's the only one positive that I could say about all the complaining that I'm making right now is that the Celtics have their A team out there and the Knicks have just a ragtag group out there, and we're still able to at least keep it decent without being down by 40. But I'm just looking at the coaching staff and Grimes is still arguing there about little things that are not important to why the Knicks are losing. You know what I'm saying? Or why the Knicks are not doing well. It's ridiculous to me. This is a ridiculous game to watch. So shout out to this is only preseason. You can't get too hyped up about preseason, but little things, man, little things is that like a team full of 15 players, whatever. Where like I said, injuries happen. You're gonna rely on certain players at certain points in the year. If we have this group of guys here that we're gonna be relied on in these spots, then we may need to make a move. We need to make a move to get guys here that are going to be able to contribute in these positions. You know what I'm saying, and be successful doing it. Not forcing guys that are not capable of contributing in these positions and forcing them and then getting mad because they didn't do it. It's ridiculous. I know. Shout out to Quentin, your Frank Ntilikina. Shout out to Kevin Knox. Shout out to whoever your favorite player was that didn't do well. Tony. What was the freaking guy? Tony Douglas. Or whoever else that you really liked. What's my man's name? Whole team. Whatever his name was. A lot of people. Dante. Excuse me. What's his name? I forgot Money's name. But there's so many different players that we had, throughout the time the Knicks were out here that people wanted them to get more minutes and stuff like that because they never were the player that you thought they were. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, like Grimes and McBride and some of these guys, they're not the player that you think that they are, or they're not the player that you want them to be. You know what I'm saying? So these are dreams here. But meanwhile, let's continue to just bash Fournier. Like the rest of these guys are not playing like shit either, So there's Daquan Jeffries here, just kind of just filling up the mix. He just pulls up for three and knocks it down. So hey, man, listen, Daquan needs to step up because Daquan in the G League, playing as the go-to scorer, man, he has that in him. So listen, there's a spot to be taken. Daquan needs to take the spot because Grimes is not cutting it right now. Jericho almost didn't grab the ball with two hands again. All alone, nobody around him, and almost lost the ball. So the Knicks called a timeout, I believe, again. So it was 100-88. So like I'm trying to say, man, Grimes, everybody wants Grimes to be something, but he's not it. This guy, Daquan Jeffries, if he wants a spot is there. I think a spot is there to be taken. I think there's a spot to be taken. So I don't know. We have a lot of holes, man. Like I said, there's nothing to worry about because, like I said, Brunson and Julius is not there, and RJ is not there, and Quickly is not there. So, those four players alone are going to make the Knicks better. Okay, but it just kind of just puts a tape over some of these holes that we're looking at here. These players that I mentioned. You're talking about Quickly, you're talking about Brunson, talking about Julius and RJ. Those guys will make these holes look smaller. Because they're just better players. But yet and still, we still have these major holes on this roster. There's going to be shots and defensive plays and things of that nature that are going to be available to us. But even with those four guys on the team, it might look good some days. But like I said, there are holes that are just going to be patched over with with duct tape. We definitely need. I think we really need to think long and hard about that next move and what we're going to do to make this team better. Yeah, superstar. Hey, I don't know, man. My man said Wave Jeffries. Hey, man. What you saying here, MBK, bro? He says Grimes type of player that needs to get 3 shots up in a row. One goes in for him, then he gets in a good rhythm. How many players have we seen through our lifetime, man? I don't know how old you are, man, but I've seen it so many times, man. You're talking about a Hubert Davis, you're talking about a John Starks, you're talking about whoever, whoever you could think of down the line. But where is Grimes when it comes to these certain players? A lot of people automatically are saying that Grimes is Allen Houston. Do you see Allen Houston anywhere on the court out there when you're looking at Grimes? I don't see Allen Houston, guys. I don't see Allen Houston. I don't even see Hubert Davis because at least Hubert Davis will put the ball on the floor. I don't know, man. So here comes number 11. Number 11, like I said, he knows how to play. Comes across the screen the right way, gives the ball up, not like the way that Miles does. Here goes Jericho Sims again, not fighting for the rebound. It looks like it's going to be Celtics ball because Jericho Sims did not grab the rebound. You know, if it's Celtics ball right now, but that's Jericho Sims' fault. Jericho Sims keeps jumping at these rebounds and is not securing them. So this is the reason why that you know, but Deuce McBride jumps on the ball, good defensive player. So listen, for every bad thing that I say about Deuce McBride as far as creating offense, Deuce McBride cannot create offense. He should not be placed on any point guard duties. He's not. He just not been doing a good job at that. But when it comes to just being a player, a 3-and-D player, look at this shit. 22 points. The way that Grimes played today, do you think that was a 22-point game where he dominated playing 22 points? If you look at the box score, people are going to say, oh, look at Grimes. Yeah, 22 points. That's what we need from him. Man, he did not play well today to me. I don't know. Today, he did not play well to me. I don't know if anybody else interpreting that differently. You know? But him just shooting 3-pointers and that's it, I don't know, man. You know, I just don't know about this. Right now, the Celtics are just having fun. Number 45, you know, we've seen him a lot. He played well against us in that first game with the Celtics. He played in the summer league as well. Look at Deuce just going one-on-one by himself, getting to the basket, just doing it by himself. This doesn't look good, man. Shout out to Hartenstein, able to clean up his mess. Here comes Kristaps, nice give and go there. Good offense here by the Celtics, able to get Horford a wide open 3-point shot in the corner. These 3-point shooters are open, man. Fuck. Here comes Deuce. Coming across the court here. Gives it to Fournier. Fournier gives it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein looking to give it to somebody. Gives it to Fournier. Goes around the screen. Fournier's dribbling. Picks it up. Gives it back to Jericho Sims. Back to Fournier. Hartenstein with 2 hands on the rebound. Kicks it out to Deuce. Deuce fakes it. Pulls up for 3. Misses that. Hartenstein tracks down the rebound. Top of the key. Dribbles. Has to pick up his dribbles. No cutting. He missed Jericho Sims underneath the rim there. Here goes Deuce. Deuce takes the screen. Just dribbling with Kristaps in front of him. Hartenstein on the inside, able to muscle inside against number 45. All right, so nice little run here by the Knicks here. 13 points, 6 rebounds from Hartenstein. And a rough game from Hartenstein, man. Definitely a rough workhorse style of game for Hartenstein today. You know, he played kind of like bad a little bit, and then he has little stints where he plays fantastic. You know, right there's a good take there as the shot clock is going down. Here comes Kristaps, gives it to 45. They're directing traffic. Kristaps gives it over to number 11. Number 11 comes around the screen the way he's supposed to. Right there in the Kristaps pocket, knocks down another 3. So this give and go, pick and roll 3-point shots, man. This is what the Celtics do. Kristaps fits right along with that. So I mean, Celtics got better. They got somebody to put in a spot, you know, that's successful and something that they already do. Like this play here that the Celtics do here. This is what Kristaps wants. So it's right in his comfort zone. So they went and got a player that fits right in what they do, and it's perfect. The Knicks need to do that. Here goes number 11, gets right into the pocket, shoots a wide open 3-point shot. Hartenstein kind of just standing there watching there, but Horford knocks the ball out of bounds. But you know, Jericho Sims and Hartenstein and Horford were fighting for it, and Jericho Sims was kind of just standing there. So anyway, Deuce comes out the game. You know, like I said, you're going to look at the box score. You're going to see that Deuce McBride had an amazing game, right? You're going to look at Grimes and say that he had an amazing game. I don't know, man. Jaquan Jeffries tried to throw it to the moon for Jericho Sims. So in the final 9 minutes, it looks like Grimes is not going to play anymore. It looks like Deuce is not going to play anymore. So I want to see in this last 9 minutes how these guys pick it up here. So we got Ryan Archinato out there. Number 45 is wide open. 3-point shot is up. He misses that. Here goes Jericho Sims again with the one-hand rebound. Can't grab rebounds with 2 hands. Fournier pushes the ball up, comes around the Hartenstein screen, gets to the foul line like he knows how to. Back to Ryan Archinato. 16 seconds on the shot clock. A lot of ball movement here by these Knicks. Jaquan Jeffries touches it, gets it back to Fournier. Fournier looking to give it to Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims in the post where he should be. Oh my God, he tried to throw it into Hartenstein and ends up getting the ball on the rim. Like Jericho Sims is a jackass. Hartford kicks it out to Hauser. Number 45 is fighting on the inside. Ryan Archinato gets it moving in slow motion, flying at the speed of light, but moving in slow motion. Gets it on to Fournier. Top of the key, comes around the screen from Jericho. Fournier mixing in, able to get into the paint again there. Gets blocked. Jericho Sims taps it out. Hartenstein probably traveled there. Got to create his own shot now. Comes inside and misses a hook shot in the lane. This is ugly. This is ugly. Not enough talent on the Knicks end. Like I said, I know we're missing 4 of our starters, but the Celtics, they are playing their major players. They are playing their major players. So that's one thing that you can say. The Knicks are missing 4 of theirs, so we're getting manhandled. But it's just very scary to see that if we're missing our 4 guys, that we just don't have anybody behind them. Or we're relying on Miles McBride to do stuff. Sheesh. Yeah, Deuce can't dribble, man. This is unbelievable. Shout out to Pudge hanging out with me here. Yeah, man. So this is frustrating. 108. So you still got 8 minutes left in this game, man. Woo, this is tough to watch. Like I said, we play the Wizards tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do a full game watch along again tomorrow. I'm hoping that the Knicks play their full guys. I'm hoping that the Wizards play their full guys, so we can get a semi-decent competitive game tomorrow, and we can really talk about what's gonna happen as far as the beginning of the year. Right now, what we're seeing now with these guys here, this is just not fun. It just disappointed that to see the big drop off after our big 4 guys are not on the court. There's a major drop off in talent on this roster, man. And continuity too. The Celtics, at least they're still running the same sets. Even though their major players are not in the game, they still run the same sets. So in the first time we played the Celtics, they didn't have any of their major players. Tatum didn't play. Brown, I think Kristaps played. But they didn't have any of their major players there. Not all of them, but they still were able to run their offense and do what the Celtics do. The Knicks. What are we doing? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is our offense? I like the defense thing where we're getting on the steals and making the defense our offense. But what are we doing offensively? What is the focus? Like if Brunson is not out there going one-on-one doing what he does, if Julius is not out there going one-on-one, if RJ is not putting his head down, driving to the basket and doing what he does, then what offense do we actually have going on here for us? How do we manufacture buckets as a team? Tom Thibodeau is such a great coach, right? Tom Thibodeau knows twice as much as we do. But, every team has to have a method of how they get buckets. They need to be a format of how the team gets buckets. I think the Knicks do not have a format of how to get buckets. Because Tom Thibodeau is really coaching hard right now, trying to figure out what the fuck he's looking at. Arguing, 24-second violations like it's life and death. Like they're so confused. Meanwhile, we're getting smacked. He goes hard. Ryan Archinato as the Celtics hit another 3-point shot. Well, 11-92. Archinato probably will never play another NBA game after this, man. He goes on. Fournier gives it to Daquan Jeffries. Wow, good tip back by Jericho Sims. Gets it to Fournier. Fournier with a 3-point shot, no good. Jericho Sims with I'm saying it's Jericho Sims, but it's actually Roby. So Roby slapped it out one time, and then he just got a nice one-arm rebound there. So Roby dictated that whole offensive possession there by the Knicks off of his effort. So I like what Roby's been bringing there. Maybe Roby should have got a little bit more minutes there instead of Jericho, but we're trying to see what Jericho is going to give us. I get it. So we're going to see Roby now, see what Roby's going to give us. Roby did hit a 3 at one point in this game early on. His hair is crazy, bro. Here comes this referee here. Number 11 gives it over to give and go from number 12. because number 11 comes around the screen, gets it back to 12. 12 jab steps it all the way to the basket, gets it on the rim. But the way the Celtics play, the Brissett just now, he drove all the way to the basket. The play was to give it back to number 11. That's what the Celtics would do. They would drive up to the foul line and kick it back out to the shooter, number 11. So Brissett didn't do what the Celtics do. But Brissett is brand new to the squad. So Brissett thought that he had a lane to the basket. So that's the option for Tatum. So if Tatum is trying to get to the foul line, but if he feels he can get to the basket, that's the method of how they play. If you get to the foul line, but you feel like you can get all the way to the basket, you have the freedom to do that. But at least, like I'm trying to say, watching these games, that's what the Celtics do. Now I'm looking at the Knicks. I'm trying to see what we're gonna do. Like I just don't know what we're running right now. Ryan Archibald gives it to Daquan Jeffries. Now Jeffries at the top of the key, gives it over to Ryan. 3-point shot is up. He misses that. I'm just trying to figure out what is our method. What is the method of how we're trying to get buckets right now? See, as I said, number 45 dribbles to the foul line, kicks it back out to the shooter. The shooter gets it. If he doesn't have it, he shoots it to the corner. And that's what the Celtics did just now. Here goes the Knicks. Fournier comes down here. I'm not quite sure as to know what we're doing here. Fournier comes around the screen. He's trying to get to the foul line. That's what Fournier does there. So I like that. I like that action. That's the Fournier play. Fournier's been running that play, especially with France and everything, Good switch by the Knicks there. Brissett, top of the key, being guarded by Hartenstein. So he's driving, pushing off. That's not what the Celtics do. So Brissett gets the rebound, gets all the way to the basket, misses another layup. So that's not what the Celtics do. So Brissett's going to have to learn. Here comes the Knicks. Ryan Archibald, top of the key to Hartenstein. Nobody cut. Nobody's cutting. Hartenstein is just there. So now Hartenstein got to create his own shot, kicks it out to Daquan Jeffries, and finally knocks down the 3-point shot. So I believe that's his second 3-point shot. So Daquan Jeffries can shoot it, man. I wish he would be a little bit more aggressive the way that he is in the G League, Here comes number 11, getting over to the foul line. They're going to call a what? Illegal defense by the Knicks. That's on Ryan Archibald. I believe that's illegal defense they called there. Oh, man. It's unbelievable. Shout out to Teron Mosley. Thanks for popping in, guys. Hanging out with me early on in the preseason. I appreciate it. Can't break anybody down. Fournier does a good job. I like what I see on offense here. So Daquan Jeffries, this is his time to show what he can do. Brings it up to the 3-point line, gets it to Hartenstein. So Hartenstein's at the top of the key, looking to make these passes. What is the option here? What is the option here for the Knicks? There is no option. Look, he throws it back out to Hartenstein. Hartenstein almost lost it. Fournier comes around the screen and just pulls up for 3. What is there's no method to anything that we're doing. The Knicks are just going off of anything. We're freestyling. As I'm talking, Knicks are on the 10-0 run according to the Knicks here, the last 2 minutes and 42 seconds. But this is because their major players are out the game now. They call on Brissett and stuff, and the Celtics are not really doing what they normally do here. With Brissett not doing what they normally do there. So the Knicks have an opportunity to catch up here a little bit. Like I said, not that winning this game means anything. He goes Hartenstein again at the top of the key with no method to what we're doing here. Sets a screen for Fournier. Fournier pulls up again at the foul line, knocks that down. So like I said, Fournier operates well in this coming around these screens. In this action that the Knicks are running, Fournier does well. But every play down, it doesn't look like that's what we're going for every single time. It's look like the Knicks are just confused with what we're trying to do. So this guy Knight is in the game now. Nathan Knight. So we wait till 5 minutes left in the game to put him in the game. Here goes Hauser. Wow, big time jump shot there, man. Guy can really shoot. He came out of nowhere. Somebody I never heard of before last year. Definitely made himself a part of the rotation with that jump shot, man. 116 to 104 there. So we got Knight, top of the key, gives it over to Fournier. Sets a decent screen there for Fournier. Fournier got the defense on his back, pulls up at the foul line. So this is just Fournier going, doing the Fournier action right now. That's what the Knicks are doing. Ryan Archibald guarding number 11 right now. comes around the screen, kicks it out to Hauser. Hauser back to number 11, top of the key, gives it over to Hauser again with a long 3-point shot. He misses that. Ryan Ochinado with a long rebound, gives it over to Fournier. Fournier, full head of steam. He traveled, kicks it over to Roby. Roby stuck in the corner. Roby drives all the way to the basket, takes a lot of bumps there. He did a weird right hand up and under layup, on the left hand side of the rim. It was weird. That was a weird shot he attempted there. 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Game's almost done, man. So it's just one of those frustrating basketball games that we just got to get out of our minds. We just got to believe that this is not the way the Knicks want to play. That we just got to say that, okay, well, our guys off the bench, outside of our top 4 players are just pure trash. That they're just not good players. Fournier being double teamed. The ball's not whipping fast enough. Roby just pulls up for 3 and he knocks that down. So one thing I will say about Roby is just a better option at power forward than Jericho. Even though Jericho plays good defense, but I think Roby, if given the shot, he can contribute defensively at the power forward spot. But listen, if we're going to be asking Jericho Sims to do a lot of dribbling and shooting out in the perimeter, then we need to just eliminate him from the equation. Put Roby out there. So who is this? This is the Knights doing some guard moves there. I don't know what he was trying to do, forcing the issue. Luke Cornett. I thought Luke Cornett had some talent, man, but he's the bottom of the bench guy. Luke Cornett, I thought that maybe he might be able to function in this NBA, being a 3-point shooter coming off the bench, or possibly starting because he gets block shots too. But he's just a journeyman kind of guy, end of the bench dude. Yeah, it's just frustrating. I'm just trying to figure out what the method is with our Knicks. Right now, Fournier's there, so they're just running Fournier action. Like I said, if you watched France play, this is the same action that Fournier runs when France is out there. So, if Fournier gets the ball, then we'll run the Fournier action. If somebody else gets the ball, I just don't know what we're doing. Hartenstein's at the top of the key, looking to make a pass, and nobody's cutting though. So what is the method? Why do we have Hartenstein at the top of the key looking to make a pass if nobody's making any cuts? There's no back cuts. There's no back screens or anything like that to get anybody open. So what is the method to get guys open? Like I said, this is all coaching. Whoever's out there, there's an offensive scheme that we have out there in play that everybody in the team should know how to run it. These young Celtics that are out there right now, this is their bottom guys. They're still running Celtic actions. They're not doing it well because guys, they're just not executing because they're low-level guys. But at least they're still running Celtic actions out there. The Knicks don't have Knick actions that we run consistently. Very frustrating, man. So I see Minnesota is playing tonight. They're playing overseas. Let's take a look at that because the Knicks game is almost over. So I just want to I don't know if I want to watch it, but let's just hit the box score here. And it looks like they're playing. Who are they playing? They're playing MRA. This is Maccabi Ramada. So they're definitely playing an Israeli team tonight. So I'm just going to take a look at their box score for the time being here while the Knicks are on commercial. So I just want to see who they're playing. This Maccabi team has NBA players. Dwayne Bacon's there. Dwayne Bacon got 24 points. That's a player that's interesting. You got Bruno Capocolo. He's a guy that used to play in the NBA. Who else we got here? A couple American names here I see. I don't see anybody else here that I recognize. So it's interesting, though. So you got one guy here, Dakari Tucker, at shooting guard. He scored 21 points against the NBA team here. Like I said, Dwayne Bacon scored 24 points. So let's take a look at Dakari Tucker. How tall is he? So Dakari Tucker, I don't see him. Let me go back. So I guess his name wouldn't come up here. So let me click it one more time. Yeah. So his name wouldn't come up because he's not an NBA player. But shout out to these guys making a name for themselves playing these international games here. So we can get back to the Knicks box score here. Knicks are down by 10 still. With a minute and 37 seconds, the game's probably not gonna. They're not probably not gonna catch up. Still a possibility, but I'm not gonna get excited if the Knicks make a comeback with a minute and 32 seconds here. With these young guys here. Like I said, I'm very concerned for the fact that the Knicks don't have a method of how we go about getting buckets. It's just very frustrating. It just looks like the Knicks are just like a team that just got together and we're just like a professional team that's running professional sets, but not really knowing what to do. Not knowing each other, not knowing how to take advantage of anything that's happening out there. It's just weird, very frustrating. Yeah, number 45 is interesting. Anybody looking to do fantasy and stuff like that? If you're playing a 20-team league, 45 might be somebody interesting to put in your queue. So you got Isaiah Roby. Gives it over to Archinato. Shout out to Archinato. Took a dribble in the backcourt and then picked up his dribble and gives it to the power forward. So you're in trouble when you're a point guard and you pick up your dribble to let the power forward get it. So we got Charlie Brown, 44, comes in with a minute left, which is ridiculous to me. Ryan Archinato on the inside, nice up and over move there. Just very old school. Ryan Archinato would never play another NBA game probably, man. Playing defense there. Now we're finally under a minute. You got Luke Cornett, cross-court pass to number 12 there. Number 12 goes all the way to the basket, gets bumped by Isaiah Roby. So they're going to call a foul for Roby because Roby didn't allow the movement. He bumped him as he was going baseline, so that's definitely a foul. Jericho Sims. Yeah, so there's nothing really else to look at here. I'll keep looking at it as the game is going on here. But I guess we can say goodbye to the box score here for this game. Just horrible basketball here just to look at, man. I know you guys probably turned the game off a long time ago. Just judging by the 16 people that are in here now, 18 people at certain points. It got up to 20-something at certain points in this game, too. Just a horrible game to watch, man. Quentin Grimes, even though he had the 22 points, 7 for 13 from the field, 7 for 12 from 3, I just don't like that. He just waiting he just becoming a spot up 3-point shooter, and that's it. And I feel like he has much more to his game than that. It just doesn't work. It's not going to work defensively against guys like Tatum because Tatum just shot over him plenty of times like it was nothing. Jericho Sims is, I feel bad for him, man. He did have 10 rebounds, which is good. 3 blocks, 1 steal, 3 assists. So on paper, you're going to look at that and say, wow, he had a great game, man, but he was just like pure trash all game. He did have 10, but he probably could have had 15 to 16 rebounds out there, the way that he was missing up so many of those rebounds. Shout out to Dante, got 6 turnovers. A lot of those turnovers belong to Jericho. A lot of those turnovers belong to some of these other guys out here too. I thought Dante played a really good game. I'm really intrigued by what he's going to bring to us this year. 3 for 12, didn't really shoot the ball too well, but I felt like, I feel like he could have had a triple-double the way he played today. So it's interesting in the skill set that he has here. Miles McBride, I hated the way that he played today. 6 for 18. He did have 16 points, 4 steals, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. People are going to see the box score and be like, oh, my God, we got another great player off the bench. Nah, man. You really have to watch the game to see what was happening out there. Just not fun to watch, man. Daquan Jeffries, I feel like he has a shot to steal somebody's spot, but I feel like he was just kind of just going through the motions himself, not really pushing it. So the game is finally over, 123 to 110. Knicks lose this game. Like I said, the loss is not important. It's just the way that things were going here. Isaiah Hartenstein, the second half of the game, man, he was playing his heart out. He created his own shot plenty of times to try to make something happen. Like I said, as a center, he should not be getting the ball to create his own shot at the 3-point line. At that point, that means that we're not doing something right. If the point guard can't dribble and he picks up his dribble and the ball is going to the center, and now the center's making a pass, the center can't make a pass because nobody's cutting. So now the center has to go one-on-one to go to the basket. That is terrible. But Hartenstein had to do that several times tonight. Fournier was just doing Fournier actions, and he still was able to get 10 points. But it is what it is with that. I thought Isaiah Roby, in his 15 minutes, I thought he played better offensively than Jericho Sims. It would be interesting to see what Roby would have done if he would have had 30-something minutes out there. It would have been interesting to see how he would have performed. Nathan Knight in 3 minutes is not enough. Charlie Brown in 1 minute and 49 seconds is not enough to show what he can do. I thought Charlie Brown brought a little bit of energy and speed out there, but in 1 minute and 49 seconds, what am I even talking about? Anybody else that I missed, right? Like I said, Ryan Archibald probably never play another game in the NBA after this. Outside of that, like I said, Mitchell Robinson will stand out. Just basically, nothing important because he's still throwing knuckleball free throws and he still can't score outside of a dunk. But he did what he had to do out there. And I thought he competed well. Chris Stapps is going to be a problem with him because he shoots so King center, right? The greatest defender that you ever seen in your life. So it shouldn't be a problem for him, when the games really count. But we have to wait until the opening night when we play the Celtics, man. When the games are for real, we play again tomorrow, Wednesday, against the Washington Wizards. Hopefully that game is a little bit more fun to watch, where we get to watch our starters versus the other team starters for extended minutes. We don't want to see guys get hurt, but we just want to see the offense and see how things run. But like I said, once our top four come out, it gets ugly for our Knicks, man. You know what I'm saying? It gets very ugly. So, I am concerned. I feel like the Knicks need to make a trade. Josh Hart hasn't played yet. We're going to see Josh Hart probably tomorrow. There's a lot of things to look forward to with the Knicks. A lot of things to worry also. But, I don't want to draw that out too much, man. Please enjoy whatever post-game show you like. Sam is going on live to do the post-game show with that. You got Knicks Fan TV. I believe some other channels also do it too. But follow whoever you like to follow. Take a look at everybody, see what everybody's talking about. Contribute to the chats and stuff like that. Also, to remember, I got this marathon that I'm running. I need help with the fundraising. So if you would like to contribute, like I said before you get up out of here, take a look at the website. I'm going to post it again right now, really quick. It's in the chat. Take a look at it right there. If you would like to contribute to this here, and add like $2 or $26, having to do with the miles that I'm going to be running, the 26 miles. If you would like to help out, please, do so here. But I'll leave you with that. It's your boy Eru, the High Knicks Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is preseason, working things out, trying to get the time, right, so I can get home to do these things for you guys. I really enjoy doing it. I appreciate you guys coming in here. And before we get out of here, I'm going to do a call to arms. I need somebody to come up in here to help me out with a show. I have 2 shows in mind that I would like to do. One solo and one with somebody, as a regular guest, man. So I will put out the word for certain people. But if there's anybody that you would like me to pair with, please hit me up and let me know. And I'll catch you guys next time, man. Please enjoy the outro. And I'll see you guys next time. See you tomorrow. All right? Let's go Knicks.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.